What is up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome back to the stream. We are live with the T5S2 Season 6 Pod 9 Finals. This is going to be a couple players that we've seen quite a bit here on the finals stage, facing off against one another in what is a very interesting matchup. We have over here on the red side, Devin, aka Error, who is going to be running Necrons today. Devin's been running through a bunch of different factions. I think his resident Thousand Suns are not competing super hot right now. So, all right, this is a noisy. Got a noisy cat here, chat. I hope that's not too distracting. We might give her a little bit of a timeout. Resident Thousand Suns not doing so super duper hot, so he has been moving through a ton of different factions. All right, chat, give me 1 sec.
Vote number 1.
I have returned, chat. I apologize for the interruption. But Devin on Necrons today, a little bit odd for him. Although Devin playing whatever scores points very well he's no stranger to using that metric to choose his faction. Versus on the other side of the table, Indicius. Absolute pod grinder. Indicius has been joining every single event that he possibly can, and as such, we have seen him sort of skyrocket in the T5S2 rankings. Does get to the finals table fairly often, and Indicius is playing with some alternative factions. I know that he plays Tyranids pretty often, but he has stated some distaste for the current state of Tyranids in the metagame. Being not only extremely powerful, but also not super exciting to play, especially in the Leviathan subfaction, and also not exciting to play against. Which Indicius has done a lot to try to work around, because he is playing a faction that is very interesting, probably to both play with and against, because he is on World Eaters today, chat. Big thanks to everybody for showing up this early. Nurgle Matt in chat. Biotech in chat. Thanks for the follow, Mucular. That's a cute name. I like that. I hope everyone is ready for some early morning 40K. And let's talk about some lists today, chat. We may have to do some reference here on the World Eaters. I think I may have only seen them on the table one time so far. This is a very interesting variety of Chaos Space Marine to see, especially since they are looking down the barrel of a new codex, which we have, basically no inkling of what that's going to look like quite yet. So the sub-faction directly out of the Heretic Astartes codex, I think, is a little bit sort of underruled, missing quite a few tools, in my opinion. Serrata, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Mucular, first time watching. Pretty excited to see you again. Well, welcome to the stream. Thanks, everyone, for joining. And I hope you have we have a good one for you today, Mucular. So let's run down the list real quick. Devin's list over here on the red. Very quickly, it is an OBSEC dynasty. Relentlessly expansionist Eternal Conquerors. Wombo combo. What a shocker. We have a 6-inch pregame move for everybody in the army besides the Silent King. Everyone in the dynasty. And everyone's objective secured. Good stuff. This is the build of Necrons that we're seeing quite a bit. And while Necrons do have a little bit of a variety within this dynasty, it has proven itself to be essentially the only, I don't want to say the only competitive option, but the most competitive option, I think, for Necrons.
8 base, 1 from March from Zark, the other one will be from potentially my freebie little thing that I'm going to have up that's always +1 movement.
In this list, we have an Outrider detachment.
Oh, yes.
This one is bringing a Technomancer, the Canoptic Cloak, a Plasma Sight, Catacomb Command Barge with a Voltaic Staff and Enduring Will for -1 damage. So an upgraded, both melee and range weapon, upgraded Staff of Light. And the -1 damage to keep that guy safe a little bit longer, especially on top of Quantum Shielding and the potential 4+ invulnerable save that he can get. It makes that guy slightly hard to kill. And that means he can get stuck in combat for multiple turns, start scoring points on Code of Combat, which Devin has taken this game. We also have a Chronomancer, that guy running the Veil of Darkness, so he can give out a 5+ invulnerable save, probably to these Locust Destroyers, but he can also pick the Scarab Swarms for that too. We have 2 units of Scorpek Destroyers with Reap Blades. 3 in the fast attack slot. This is an Outrider detachment, so we get 6 of those. 3 units of 9 Canoptek Scarabs. Really interesting every time Necron players elect to take these huge Scarab Swarms. I do think that it does bleed points and no prisoners pretty easily, and the Scarab Swarms are not the hardest things in the world to kill. Although some armies have a tough time doing it, especially if they have a volume of only 1 or 3 damage attacks. Looks like Necrons have won the roll to go first, which means they are going to be going first, and that is unfortunate for Heretic Astartes here. See if we get an Apoplectic Frenzy to pregame move. It doesn't sound like we are.
For the whole game, or do actions and still shoot if I ever want that.
So the reason that the going first is such a big deal for Necrons here is that we don't see the Word Bearers on Objective 4 at all. Nobody's towing onto that objective, which means these Tomb Blades are going to be able to run over and score a super fast Ancient Machineries on that objective. So an action secondary does complete in a turn if you are objective secured, which everyone in the army besides the Silent King is. But you have to control the objective in order to be able to use it, which means that if Indicius had 3 objective secured models on this objective, then Devin would have to commit more than just the Tomb Blades in order to score that. But because Indicius has nothing there, the Tomb Blades are going to be able to do it very easily. And that is a big benefit for Necrons going first. That scores them 4 points every time they complete that secondary, every time that action completes. And having 2 objectives in Devin's deployment zone means that if he gets access to an easy one of Indicius' objectives early, which he does, he's going to score probably a minimum of 12 points on that. So moving on between through the remainder of the list, do have a unit of 5 Canoptek Wraiths. A little bit of a it's been interesting seeing how Necrons favor Wraiths over Ophidian Destroyers. That's usually the alternative unit taken in that slot for a fast, long move, relatively dangerous unit. The Wraiths trade off a lot of damage output. The Ophidian Destroyers are actually pretty dangerous. The Wraiths less so, especially since they're only weapon skill 4+. But they're dramatically harder to kill with higher toughness and a built-in 4+ invulnerable save. Their base save is also higher too, so they're actually pretty difficult to kill with low AP shooting, since they, especially if they're in cover, since they go to a 2+ save. We then have 1 unit of 3 Tomb Blades, and in the heavy support slot, a unit of 6 Locust Destroyers with a Heavy Destroyer attached as well. Really, I'm a huge fan of this unit. I think having a big, strong range presence besides the Silent King is a really big deal for Necron lists, especially since that unit becomes a really good sync for buffs, like obviously their Extermination Protocols to get their full rerolls to wound, and the Chronomancer. And there go the Tomb Blades to grab that objective really easily.
Cool, they're gonna go do Ancient Machineries there.
Ta-da! Alright, moving on to the Heretic Astartes list. Indicius is elected to take a battalion detachment coming out of that World Eater's Legion. We do have a Demon Prince with wings and Mark of Khorne, so 1,000,000 attacks on that guy. No psychic powers, however.
How much run on them?
A Dark Apostle, Mark of Khorne, and an Illusory Supplication. Lord Discordant on Hellstalker as well. That guy taking Flames of Spite, so his rerolls to wound and mortal wounds on 6s. And I believe that he has also taken a relic. Yeah, the Gorget of Eternal Hate to improve his armor save. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of Khorne Berserkers.
I think those are good ones.
Not much to say there, just 6 units of Khorne Berserkers. They're going to wade into combat with these Necrons and start chomping apart Canoptic Scarabs. And that's probably, that's something that you do want to have against these Scarabs, is these Berserker units with just a ridiculous volume of attacks. That is certainly going to help chew through this enormous horde that Devin has brought.
Terminators eat up 15 points.
We have as well a unit of 10 Chaos Terminators, been upgraded to Red Butchers. So we get 2 fight phase activations and Mark of Khorne, alongside the Black Rune of Damnation to give them -1 to be wounded. I joke a lot that the decision of Legion in Wordbearers just determines what color you paint your 10-man Terminator brick, because that unit is seen in essentially every single Heretic Astartes list that we see. Also, it looks like we're using a old school Chaos Lord for our Terminator model, which is pretty cool. They're the Red Butchers, so that makes a lot of sense. Following that up, 2 units of Warp Talons to give the army a little bit of reach and some faster charging. But overall, good stuff. Yeah, downside for, as Devin is sort of talking to himself here, the downside for this list for Wordbearers is that they have very little in the way of ranged attacks. In fact, almost nothing. Which does mean that Devin can kind of play in the Sprinkler with the Silent King. He doesn't have to worry about losing Miniers early, since he doesn't have the ability to respawn them. He's not taking Illuminor Seraz or is in the Saracen Dynasty with that Technomancer. But because we don't have anything like a Chaos Land Raider or Havocs on the side of the table of the Chaos Space Marines, the Silent King can sort of do whatever he wants and threaten this midboard with all of that shooting, which is one of the reasons that Devin has taken Code of Combat, because that does trigger on ranged attacks, although it is more effective on melee attacks. The Silent King has a ton of that 24-inch shooting, and if he's able to dominate the midboard with that, he can probably kill a unit of 5 Chaos Space Marines just fine with him. So it looks like we are going to be dropping some shooting down from the Catacomb Command Barge. Not sure the Silent King has too many things to shoot at. He might be able to clip a Marine or 2, but not too effective.
Alrighty, Tusk Cannon is up. 2s. This is twice. Doesn't wound. Probably start the game, that would also be helpful.
So it looks like Catacomb Command Barge whiffing on the Berserkers over on the side here.
Your turn, I guess.
No shooting available for the Silent King. Ancient Machineries completes. We have Purge the Vermin scoring on turn 1. No Code of Combat scored. And those Necron secondaries begin to tick. Tick-tock. You're on the clock, Word Bearers. Time to run forward in a Red Rage, fueled by Butcher's Nails and the Supplication of Khorne. Let's hit people with some chain axes, boys!
Don't give himself his +1 to hit. Doesn't really matter. I don't think you have any minuses to hit. That matter. Yeah, well,
I don't think that's going to matter.
I don't think that's
You would be correct about that.
Movement. Do I go for the bugs in the middle, or do I just... I suppose so.
So it looks like sending some Warp Talons in to the Canoptic Scarabs.
On those guys since
Awkward part there is that the Warp Talons, they have a lot of attacks. I don't know if they have enough attacks to get through Canoptic Scarabs. In fact, I am sure that they don't, because they only have 26 attacks to the unit. And a Canoptic Scarab Swarm by definition is 36 wounds. So these Warp Talons will be throwing their lives away if we don't see multiple units push in the center. And the downside here, obviously, is that those Warp Talons are going to be running right directly into the gaping maw of the Silent King. The meat thresher that is the Silent King here. I do wonder if this game will be a little bit of a lesson in why we should take ranged attacks in Chaos Space Marine armies, even if we're playing Word Bearers, and they will World Eaters. Excuse me, I'm going to do that a lot, by the way, chat. And they will normally eschew ranged weapons. Having some last cannons in this army would make me feel much better about Indicius. Oh, 31 attacks. Thanks for the clarification, chat. Still less than 36 wounds, though, to be fair. But yeah, they do get the extra attack from being World Eaters. I did it correctly that time. I didn't even say Word Bearers. Nailed it. Okay. 2 units of Warp Talons, though. That should be able to do it. So we are going to try to deny Devin his 12-point primary. This is that is a deer denial, though. 2 units of Warp Talons throwing themselves into the abyss in order to get that done. Looks like I imagine we're also going to push forward some of the Khorne Berserkers over here to clear out these Tomb Blades as well and get a little bit of table's presence, and then hope that the Necron Counterpunch can't kill 15 Marines in the center there. Looks like we are. Is that a bad advance roll for the Terminators there? Yeah, it looks like we're going to get a 9-inch advance. Downside with that 1-inch advance is the Terminators would not have been able to clear the wall, so we actually wouldn't have been able to get too far forward. Did we end up rerolling that advance and then not taking advantage of it? Chat. A wasted CP in an army that doesn't have too many of them. That's unfortunate.
Oh, the CP? Yeah, that's fine.
TiVo in chat, what's up, dude? How's it going? It is an early day today, but that's okay. The 40K must flow, chats.
These cornies will come
Khorne cares not from when the blood flows, only that it does. And today it has been decreed that it flows at 8 a.m. My time. So we got up a little bit early. We set some alarms, running on only a couple hours sleep, but I think that's okay, chat. I'm also fueled by coffee, and I'm ready to watch some frickin' Ward Bears swing some axes at people.
Khorne Berserker number 2 will advance. Let's go 9. Special. Yep. Are going to advance.
So it looks like throwing our Demon Prince forward. I do appreciate it. We're using Scarbrand as the Demon Prince today, chat. A little tiny Scarbrand. Big benefit of tabletop simulators. You can make your model smaller if you want to use them for units on smaller bases. And we are throwing a Khorne Berserker unit up in the front there to deliver the Demon Prince.
18.
Those Berserkers probably will be safe from the Catacomb Command Barge. I don't think he can kill an entire unit. I would love to see one of them towed onto the cover. In case he fires his Tesla cannon and gets some good dice on it, so you can take a 2+ save against him. It may be that those guys get charged by Scorpic Destroyers, but I think you don't really care about that. The Demon Prince and the Lord Discordant should pick up a Destroyer unit.
The Dominators will raise a banner, and the Light Blue over there will raise a banner. Okay, let's do shooting. Psychic, we don't have any of that shit. These guys have grenades.
The terrain hitboxes are spiteful. I think the terrain hitboxes are pretty good, chat. I'm biased, but I put a lot of work into making sure those terrain that the terrain doesn't intersect in weird ways. Looks like skipping shooting, going to charge phase. Warp Talon's pushing forward.
And then I assume for your exploding 6s, you're going straight to Mammoth on turn 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
All the range will
I
go.
could just double check. You can roll a 5. Sure can.
Here comes the second unit. Don't overdo it, boys.
That doesn't really matter.
Oh, yeah. Ice Road can be funky if you have super top-heavy models, like Silent King doesn't love those. To be fair, though, you can delete the cosmetic pieces on the terrain features if you want to. If you do end up having a problem with those, then that is acceptable. There's the little landing pad in the center that has like a tiny bit of verticality to it, and then also the snow drifts as well.
That spell is only locked to core. Okay. Yep, that's about it. Those guys are busy. Those guys do nothing. I will start with Chosen. And -1 to hit in melee also?
I think so. Oh, it's just shooting.
Okay. I'm going to spend 2 whole CP. 1 to give them +1 to hit, and 1 to give them exploding 6s.
Dumping CP onto the Berserkers here. Or the Chosen, excuse me.
5, 10...
That feels unnecessary. There are only 6 wounds of enemies here. World Eaters do not have that many CP this game. Spending 2 to kill 3 Tomb Blades feels a little unnecessary, I'm gonna be honest.
30 attacks. Turn on 2, 6s explode.
This is a
So please.
this is dramatic overkill. Yeah, we killed them 3.5 times over. Okay, well, you know. Sometimes you just want to dump 2 CP into a chosen unit to get a bunch of extra dice. You know, just show off to your opponent. Be like, this is how much I could be doing. Wouldn't you be scared if this is a unit that you cared about I was attacking?
Would you like to interrupt?
Should be able to move sideways with the scarabs here, not to be closer.
Just that again.
A chosen message, indeed, chat.
That would be
If scarabs want to charge, they're charging.
that's on the point. Actually, this, like this wall not touching, because, you know, armor content.
Love these chosen models, chat.
Would you
Look
like
at
to
these tiny
interrupt
little
this
helmets. little mini baby helmets.
This mess here. Yeah, go for it. I'm not interrupting. Scarabs don't do
Okay.
anything.
Yeah, so Indicius deciding where he wants to go after he destroys the Canoptic Scarab Swarm.
Oh,
Although, to be fair, I'm not sure that...
and 5.
I think he will take both Warp Talon units to kill them.
6, these. Armor content. We'll save some of them. But
The awkward part here is that the Warp Talon units are kind of spread right now, which means if one of them does too much damage, it can actually potentially pull the other one out of melee, which I think would be unfortunate for Indicius here, which I definitely think may actually happen.
nah, I don't
It's almost beneficial for Devin right now that the Warp Talons, or that he has a, or it's almost beneficial for Indicius, I should say, that the Scarabs have a 5+ invulnerable save on them, because it may mean that the Warp Talons do not kill enough to pull the second unit out of fighting. It also looks like this unit isn't going to get entirely in. Okay, so it probably should be fine.
So this is 6 times 5 plus 1 is 31 attacks.
First unit warp talents.
Yep. All in tokens. Yep, nothing special here. These are. What's your toughness? Your 3. Well, 3 to be open. Everything. That is
20.
20 wounds, so 5 of them die.
They have 5 weapon balls from the Crown.
Okay.
Whoa!
So 4 die.
Look at that.
No, 3 die.
Invulnerable save there, chat. Really good swath of 5 and 6s
3 are
rolled.
going down.
The first Warp Talon unit only kills 3. Oh no, chat. Are we not gonna lose the Scarab Swarm? One of them comes back. Only 2 swarms go down to the first unit of Warp Talons? Oh no. That's not good.
Killed 3 extras. I killed 3, 2 came back.
Yep.
Do that again with these guys.
I mean, if you just want to put like the total wounds up on this, that might be better. It's gonna get real confusing real quick.
Yep.
I'll do that for you. You killed 12 wounds of models. And then you killed 2 blades, that's 18 wounds of models.
Let's see. Do this again. 31 attacks.
Yep.
Nice.
Necrons famed for their anti-chaos tech. Are they? Is that a lore thing?
Please.
Don't know enough about the lore, I guess.
Please.
This not rolling super hot here. Oh no! Good thing we reroll. Ew, that wasn't a great roll there. Yeah, this Scarab Swarm unit is not gonna be dead. Oh no. So Indicius chucking in 2 Warp Talon units away, but still donates his opponent a 12-point primary turn. If only we had a gun to shoot at those guys, chat. That would be pretty good.
That's not a big
26 wounds. 2 more of these friends will die. Just kill these ones to make your pylons difficult.
on the terrain over here.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Do touch the cover there with the Warp Talon, which is pretty nice.
Well, you're 2.3 away, aren't you?
No, I was just wondering if that was something you were trying to do.
I'm just getting on the terrain, so just to make you
I actually think that engaging that Scarab Swarm might be okay. Although, to be fair, the Scarab Swarm could potentially pile and consolidate out of melee. We are on... This is a pod that launched before the change to the extended engagement range, by the way, chat. So we are using extended engagement range for now. So what if Indicius did engage that second Scarab Swarm, it could pile in, make its attacks, consolidate off the terrain, so it's no longer using extended engagement, and unengage itself while getting a bunch of extra movement. So they're probably better for the Warp Talons not to engage them. But engaging the Scarab Storms, if you could do it and prevent them from leaving you, is useful because it stops them from doing an Ancient Machinery this turn. Because what we may see is this Scarab Storm pulls back, maybe even stands on the front of this objective here. The second Scarab Swarm jumps in the center where the old one was and completes an Ancient Machineries in the middle, which gives Devin an easy max in that secondary. That was a super unfortunate turn for Indicius.
Don't know your morale. We're good.
Yikes. Dumped a bunch of CP on the Chosen for some reason, but only to kill 3 Tomb Blades, and then ended up flubbing on the Canoptic Scarabs. Although I don't believe those stratagems are usable on the Warp Talons, being not core keyworded. Being weird Raptor-esque infantry that are not core keyworded. So they're not don't have a lot of synergies available to them. But I'm sure he wish he did.
I want strength or AP this turn. Better question is...
Maybe like a Bale Flamer, chat. Yeah, Bale Flamer would have been nice in there. Especially with Flames of Spite. Get some 6s, dealing mortal wounds on those Scarab Swarms as well. So it looks like we may be angling for a charge with the Canoptic Wraith into the Chosen. The Wraiths do have a boatload of wounds protected by a 4+ invulnerable save, so charging into the Chosen, not the end of the world for them. Chosen also, one guy left the terrain, so no opportunity to set to defend, which is a little bit awkward too.
Hand out some of these lovely little buffs.
Now the big upside of the 9-model Scarab Swarms here, chat, is that they can chain between several objective markers. I streamed last week the Portal GT, and we watched Alex Fennel use some really creative Canoptic Scarab play with his big 9-model bricks of Canoptic Scarabs to be able to grab multiple objectives and contest multiple objectives from his opponent every turn. And that might be something that we see from Devin here. If this Scarab Swarm jumps up and tows a few models onto this objective, strings back to objective 3, Devin could potentially be grabbing both objectives, and then he just has to clear off the Chosen, which he should be able to do pretty easily. Looks like we are just going to be sending these orange Scarabs over there instead, though.
On the red squad. Yep. Red squad.
I got a 6.
Okay, and from the other squad.
A 1.
And you don't go back.
Okay, so the Warp Talons are actually going to lock the Scarabs in melee with their ability.
That's also
That's pretty good for Indicius. Doesn't mean that the Silent King doesn't get to pick up a unit by himself.
Still happens.
But the Wraiths are still going to push onto the objective. That does sort of create a nice little divot here that these Scarab Swarms can jump in and perform in Ancient Machineries. It doesn't care that the Warp Talons are on the objective because Devin still controls it, having a ton of objectives secured there. Abijango! Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good morning. So it may just be that we want to engage these Warp Talons in melee. Silent King does have his Obeisance generator, so he can force a fight last on one of the units. We can hit the other one with the Scorpic Destroyer unit and probably just murder it. The downside there is it opens up an interrupt on the Canoptic Wraiths if they're charging into the Chosen on the objective over here, but I'm not sure that we care too much. We just need basically 4 Chosen alive, and we need, or 4 Wraiths alive, so we need to lose no more than 1, which I guess the Chosen would probably do. So Scarab Storm's pushing forward, or Scorpex, excuse me, pushing forward. I think the prevention on that fallback is a big deal here, chat, because it does open, and the fact that Indicius did hold 2 CP up for an interrupt is a very big deal. The one thing that the Silent King, to be fair, doesn't really want to do is open himself up to a big charge from these Terminators also. But we could see him, because of extended engagement, we could see him actually jump in behind this wall and engage through the wall to OBS the red unit.
Oh, I know.
Which is, I don't know, marginally hilarious. And then I think if we see a big move from the Locust Destroyers or a Veil, potentially, they could shoot the Chosen and clip them. Oh no, Scorpic Destroyers are going to be going back. Just kidding. Just kidding, they said. Pay no attention to the Scorpic Destroyers behind the wall. Here comes Silent King. Alright, he's pushing forward. Downside of those Terminators, Inward Bearers, or World Eaters, excuse me. I did do it! I did it, chat. Is that they are extremely slow before they're in melee. They're super difficult to kill, and they hit hard when they get there, but it takes them a little while to get there.
So that's the closest one to them. 10, 2, 4, and 4. Speaker next to King. He will go there. He'll go here about. Alrighty, what do these stupid destroyers want to do? So if they move 10, they won't have ranged anything. I could just veil them.
So it looks like what we're going to be doing is angling our shooting into the Berserkers
Just ensures my kill video points.
on the top here. Because we do have the Catacomb Command Barge there to fire, as well as the Silent King. If the Locust Destroyers commit and kill that unit, that does open up potentially the Demon Prince to getting hit, especially if we push up a little bit in this corner. It would... I actually don't think he's in Lookout Sir from the units inside this run, so he actually would be open to shooting from everywhere, and he may just get picked up by Miniers. Ew, that would be unfortunate for Indicius. If he just loses his Demon Princess early. That's a yikes for me, dog. Not sure he measured his Lookout Sir from the Terminators there. The Lord Discord on Hellstalker is a 9-wound character now in the updated Chaos Space Marine Codex, so he benefits from Lookout Sir, but does not himself grant it. Which is unfortunate for our mini Scar brand. Our Scar baby.
Alrighty, you're protected, unless I can get a beat on this unit. Which actually should be possible. Yeah, that's actually possible. Alrighty, Chronomancer's gonna veil the Locusts. Just get this over and done with.
Yep, here comes the Veil of
They'll come back in a second.
Darkness.
More
It does happen
points,
reinforcement step when they
where
come
they're
back
gonna be
down, so it
going.
looks like we're gonna be measuring out our
24
positioning.
Him is there. So these guys don't come back till the end of the moon phase. I'm just figuring out where they can go.
If they can foot.
Mostly just so I know where to put the command barge. You can go there. Heavy can go there. And the Chronomancer can just hang out in the middle of them. Which means the barge wants to move up an inch. Okay, that'll work. So you'll just move up an inch so you can shoot at Berserkers. Actually, you really need to move. Like, this thing does not measure properly. There we go. And then this guy could just go like that. He can just sit in the middle. Cool. Alrighty, well, hopefully I can get rid of these Berserkers and the Demon Prince. This guy's just gonna Fly up 10. Scarabs here will do the action. Chrono was on them. No, sorry, Chrono was on green.
So not pushing for objective 3 this turn
Yeah, that will be done.
to get the ancient
Alrighty.
machineries. Looks like we're just going to do it with our safe scarabs in the back here. There is a
Guns,
non-zero
I
chance
guess?
that something pushing
Really,
up into
anything
the
else
middle
to do?
actually does get clipped by the warp
Yeah,
talons, since they
let's
would be
see, why did
engaged
I even bother?
in the fight phase, and the action does not complete, which
We'll
would be
start
really
the
awkward.
Chronomancer. He's just going to try and boop a Corn Berserker in the face.
Okay.
He misses. I don't like that. He misses like always. Why do I pay the 10 points for the gun that never does anything? Barge will just put everything in the Berserkers.
Wish.
Nothing I care about. We'll take staff. I'll hit with explode. Winning on 3s. 4 at AP2.
Damage.
Again. 2.
Okay, this guy will die.
Then the Tuscan Cannon. All hit. All wound. These are no AP. And you don't care. Wonderful. Zark really wants to kill that Demon Prince. Zark wants to kill a lot of things, though. So hold on to Zark for a second. We'll do the Locusts. I'm going to use Zark to pick up the Berserkers and use the Locust to kill the Prince. That might be better.
Well, wouldn't he get lookout stuff from the Disco Lord?
Disco Lord is a character under 10 wounds.
Okay.
Even though he's a vehicle, it doesn't actually matter. So I just boop a men here down. That way, can't see, so he'd have to shoot Berserkers, have to shoot Berserkers, yep. And then he would have to also, he would have choice. Okie dokie. So we'll shoot with Zarek. He is going to put the Menhirs and the Strength 8 gun into the Berserkers. And he's going to put the Strength 6 gun into the Chosen.
Yep.
And
So far,
I will
only
spend
one
ACP
Berserker
to
killed.
Ignore cover on the Chosen.
Gonna split fire with Silent King.
So we'll just get that over and done with. I think it's 9 shots.
So I guess the Demon Prince could go down if Silent King kills 2
Twos.
Berserkers here to knock him out of Lookout, sir.
3s. It's going to be 7 AP 2s, no cover.
AP1, so 4 ups. Damage.
1 each.
Okay, one guy takes 1. One guy takes 2.
Cool. And then into the Berserkers. We'll do the Menhirs. Both hit. First
Ooh.
one, wounds. Second one, wounds. 2 AP4s into the Berserkers.
6 ups. Nope.
2 dead. Then the Strength 8 gun.
There is the requisite kills to
Rerolling.
knock the Demon Prince out of Lookout,
All
sir.
hit.
So he probably will get hit by the Locust Destroyers and killed now.
First one, you have 2 guys left in the unit.
Yep.
Wounds at AP3.
Okay.
I'll just throw the second one in too. That will get CP'd. Or no, I use the CP on the
Yeah, on the
guy already.
stupidity.
So just
Let's go the last one.
I'll just auto wound it. Fuck it, I don't want to risk this.
These are AP?
AP3.
So 5 ups. Maybe 1 lives. Wait, did I kill the champion? Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Good news is I can just kill the Demon Prince now, so I'm just gonna do that. locusts here. I'll put 1 Gauss cannon into this berserker, everything else into the prince.
Okay.
So into the berserker on 2s and on 3s. 3 AP3s. I think you might be having connection issues.
Looks like we've lost Indicius momentarily. Go ahead and we paused things. Wait for him to come back. Indicius, did we lose you, buddy?
Yeah. I think so. I paused the clock if that's okay.
Yeah, for sure. Well, chat, how are people feeling about the game so far? See how our prediction went at the top. 100% for Necrons. All right, well, that's confident from chat. Appreciate you. It looks like we will see this Demon Prince get hit pretty hard. Hopefully he does all right. He does have a 4+ invulnerable save against ranged attacks, I believe. But he's going to have to make a lot of them to survive the Locust Destroyers over here. Pretty high volume of attack from those Locust Destroyers and pretty decent attacks as well. Strength 6, AP3, D3 damage. 3 shots apiece with essentially full rerolls. You get +1 to hit from my will be done. Rerolling ones, full rerolling wounds for the stratagem. Do hope Indicius is able to get back on. But anyway, how's everybody going, chat? Everybody having a good one? Having a good morning? How was how's everybody's weekend? Anybody do anything cool? I played a bunch of games. I'm going to talk about some demon games on Tactical Tuesday this afternoon, so people should come hang out with me on the YouTube channel. People got addicted to TFT. TFT. Is that like Team Fortress 2, but you spell out the 2? It's not just the number 2. Ah, Indicius is back. We've done it.
Forgot to say something before you DC. I was going to spend the 2 CP on the Locust to reroll the wounds.
Am I going to post my list during the YouTube video? Yeah, I think it actually is already in there. Probably. Yes, I'll definitely talk about my list for sure.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Oh, well, yeah. Basic monk. Yeah, he's dead.
It's 2d3 damage.
Oh, Teamfight Tactics, of course, yeah.
No, that's just one of the little Gauss cannons. The big gun in Demon Prince, though. 2. Try again. That'll wound him. 1 invul on the Prince.
What? The damage is?
3d3. I still have 12 Gauss cannons into him. I reroll everything.
Yeah, that's one going.
So here's the shooting into the
go.
Demon Prince. Taking a bunch from... Oh, he just dies to
He
the
takes 8 wounds.
Destroyer.
Oh, that just killed.
Well,
I didn't even need to spend those 2 CP. Look at that.
Dramatic overallocation of resources
little-
from Devin there,
little
but that's
destroyer.
okay. You want to make sure? So unfortunate, the top flank sort of collapsing here. I think it feels to me like Indicius was a little bit conservative with those Terminators. The Chaos Terminators are one of the hardest units in the game to kill right now. And Indicius is sort of hiding them rather than taking the additional movement he could have. And if those Terminators would be 3 or 4 inches farther forward, they start threatening onto through Objective 2. But right now, I think that
easy. We'll do
Devin is going to get 2 turns of shooting before they actually get into melee because they're so slow.
They're in.
Wraiths going on to the Chosen here.
Let's put 2 inches up on this guy. Actually, that doesn't matter at all.
Don't touch the wall then.
Alright, just don't touch the wall. Got it.
And don't pile into the wall.
Cool. Scorpax will charge the Warp Talons.
Okay.
With at 8. That's impossible.
So Scorpax hitting one of these Warp Talon units. Silent King will probably hit the other one. Make sure we kill them all.
It's definitely not 6 inches wide.
That does give the Chaos Terminators potentially a target if they go for the Scorpax Destroyers.
3 inches. Yeah, it's way too far. That's fine. And then Zark will charge the other Warp Talons.
Yeah, I think measuring
I'll
Plasma
estimate it.
Sight here. No way to get that guy. Do you have to make sure our Chronomancer does, or Technomancer doesn't get left
Does
behind?
Trump have collision? It does. Just gonna delete this. Okay. These Warp Talons have Fight Last put on them.
Where will you go next?
Actually, sorry, might not move the Wraiths out like that. Where the hell is 6 for this guy? Oh, way too fucking far. Okay, well, never mind then. You can interrupt with Warp Talons and maybe kill a Scorpack. Or you can just kill like all the Wraiths. I'll go with the Wraiths first.
Okay.
Going to be 20 attacks. 3s. They always do that. Why do they always suck? 6 wounds, maybe 2.
Maybe 1 corpse.
Kill 2 chosen
One
enemies.
dice, 2 dice. That's not the champion, but this was champion. Good. Yeah, why not? I'll interrupt. Some fun stuff. So I'm going to interrupt and base you over here.
Burning that interrupt on the Warp Talons here. We do have -1 to wound available to the Chosen.
Base you over here.
Or to the
You guys
Scorpax,
hitting the
excuse me.
Scorpax? And then 2 hitting the Scarabs.
3 hitting the Scarabs, 2 hitting the Scorpax.
Oh, 2 hitting the Scar. Oh, okay. Alrighty.
Champion and the... They have a 5 up, right? 5 up.
Yeah, 5 up in ball because of the Chronometron.
3 on 5s. Charge me, so just look at my attacks. 51 attacks. 6. Oops. How much is that? 15, that's not bad. 1. Double check this guy to make sure he doesn't. Yeah.
Needs more shooting and iron. I don't disagree, chat.
Yep. The 3 are going into the bugs, and these 2 are going to go into your Scorpax.
I have played
I think I'll just put them all into the bugs. Just
Iron Warriors, or against Iron Warriors, I should say, out of the new
these
Heretic
hits.
Astartes Codex, and it is a
well, we can check.
frustrating experience trying to kill them.
These are 3 move. Rolling. Okay, so you lose.
4 bugs.
That's all of them.
No, there's 5 in the unit still.
All but
Reanimates. I lose 3 bugs.
So able to kill a couple of the Scarabs there.
Technically, I lose 4, and then 1 comes back to life.
it's 16, yeah.
I'm gonna clear some space for Silent King to move up.
8.
Silent King obviously a little bit awkward to engage in melee for
Your
this Heretic
attacks- oh,
Astartes
you
army.
just put them all into the bugs, that's right.
He is
Alrighty, so the remaining order does not actually matter.
he can Overwatch pretty well with full rerolls
so just do
and
Scorpax, see if they can
forces
just
a
kill
fight
these Warp
last
Talons off.
against charging units.
It's going to be 16 attacks from Threshers on 3s, rerolling 1s, wounding on 3s, rerolling because of Zark.
Yeah,
It's
big
gonna be
benefit
10
here that
balls to those Warp
nice
Talons.
wombo combo between the
Three.
Scorpic Destroyers and the Silent King is that the Scorpic Destroyers get the facsimile of full rerolls, the plus 1 to hit
2 damage,
and
right?
reroll
Yeah, the 2
ones.
damage each.
from their own abilities and the My Will Be Done, and then Silent King gives them full rerolls in melee. So they're essentially full rerolling.
Have the reblades.
And then here comes the big 3 damage swings.
Real ones. All wound. These are also in balls. Kill that last guy. I'll just put one little obsec dude on the objective and call it a day. Zark into the Warp Talons.
So I like this positioning as well. Devin going to take advantage of the fact that there isn't too much shooting on the side of the table to clear lanes of charging for the
stick.
World Eaters. And essentially using his own chaff here to physically body block off Silent King. So it's going to be super difficult for Indicius to get a charge on him because of the intervening Canoptic Scarabs and Scorpic Destroyers.
Sorry, he's base strength 5.
Oh, so it would be strength 9.
I actually have to look up what the hell his melee does.
Strength 9.
Scepter of Eternal. What the hell is this thing called?
Eternal Glory, it's
Plus
strength
4,
9.
so he's strength 9.
So
He doesn't choose.
we roll that.
And he rerolls that, of course. 3 in balls.
Come on, make it, you bastards. Oh, look at that one dice. Yeah, that guy.
The Scythe of Dust.
Indicius just cursing out his troops, which is
Also
effectively,
need to choose
apparently
All
effective.
wound. These are in balls. Kill 2
Damage.
more. Like 3. And then we will do his other, I think it's 4 extra attacks with his other little crappy thing. Oh, sorry, Scythe of Dust was 4, the other one's 3. Sorry, so there's 1 more Scythe of Dust. Hits and wounds, so just 1 more involved from that.
It's fine.
And then the other attacks.
Please.
Get in the box. 1 wound.
Yeah, you have one that takes
Oh, why can't Zark kill 5 Space Marines?
Oh, almost contempt. Okay, so
They have
These guys
5 lives, so
will-
the Scarabs go first.
okay, go ahead. Oh well, well, I'll swing with these guys then. Doesn't really matter. Just swing.
Yeah,
rotate.
I'm just gonna base this too, so they can't do any weird shenanigans.
What they can do? You have an object move on it.
Ruins on the Warp Talon.
Yeah, they're fine. Okay, the Warp Talons will take a swing. These are
Yep.
12 attacks. Please. And please. Box. Zeros. Hey, those 2 die.
So I do think Devin may have thrown away his race a little bit
Just
cheaply here, because I don't believe that they're going to be able to prevent Indicius from scoring this objective.
Okay,
the Chosen into the Wraiths.
Yep.
We got to move everybody to the objective. Indicius. Okay, I think we're okay. Because that will put Indicius at 2 Corn Berserkers, 4 Chosen for 6 models versus 5 Wraiths, which is only 5 models. And the Corn Berserkers are contributing obsec to that objective. But also, these Chosen, I think, should have a pretty good profile at knocking out Canoptic Wraiths.
And me?
Can I just say they set to defend because they're all on the terrain piece?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
So 2s.
I think there was one guy off when they were declared. The guy in front that you pulled as a casualty.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind. Then it's just 3s. 3s. I'm strength 6. Goes to charge me. Well, strength.
Yep.
Strength 7.
Strength 7. I'm T5, so 3s.
3s.
Ooh! Or Indicius could roll like an absolute poopy boy.
Whatever invuln you have.
Only 6 wounds. Should clear a Canoptic Wraith, though. Yeah, okay, it does. Well, that makes things
Do I
easier for those
actually
Chosen as well.
That's the big question. I do, yes, I do. Okay. Yeah, there was a 1 in 27 chance he didn't die.
You're not close enough to the Berserkers to...
So Devin is taking the center objective, but I think he did kind of throw away his race a little bit. He sold them pretty cheaply. Although, to be fair, it is going to eat... it's going to take a Wordbearer's unit, Berserker unit probably, to ensure the kill on those guys. Since they will fight first in Odysseus' turn. But from here, I think Indicius is just hoping to make some big charges. If we can get the Chaos Terminators into the Scorpic Destroyers, he can push forward, make a big play for Objective 2.
You score all your points.
And hope against hope that Illusory Supplication keeps him alive.
Machineries.
I'm assuming the bugs on that side.
Yeah. Yeah, the bugs
Is this a
on
bit
this
of classic
side.
word barrels we accidentally failed on purpose?
Too bad.
The mission secondary, and then they did the...
It is World Eaters chat. But that's okay. I forgive you. I did the same thing like probably 10 times this game already.
Yep.
Um, Like, yeah, it does feel that way a little
I haven't
bit.
scored code of frickin' combat because my character apparently can't kill 5 Space Marines with Zerg.
What does the Technomancer have in terms of defense?
A beautiful, wonderful 4-up armor save.
Kitty Crew, it's apparently not just me.
He can also come back to life on a 4+.
Everybody else is doing that too.
Just swap it over so we can get our CPs. If you want to spend your CP on him, I will more than happily let you.
So Warp Talons fought their way out of melee because they killed the Scarabs. The Scorpic Destroyer there is still objective secured, so Devin will still have the objective. We're going to see where these Warp Talons can hang out.
Probably. I don't think they'll be able to clear.
Yeah, I can because it's only an inch away from you.
It's the full 12. Yeah, yep, he's good.
Time to kill a character. That. Okay,
Time to try and kill a character.
Okay, so the prayer goes off on it, yeah, it goes off. Terminators get, you can't screw all your hits and only on forces. Okay, senior Scorpic, minus 12.
So Lord Discordant pushing forward to the Locust Destroyers.
5.
Nice 7-inch charge on them.
For them to actually do something.
Probably going to be a big charge, probably a 9, maybe an 8 with extended engagement range onto the Chaos Terminators.
That's fine.
To the Scorpex in the middle. To be fair, I'm not 100% sure that the Chaos Terminators actually kill the Scorpec unit through the -1 to hit. But we shall see. Or -1 to be wounded, excuse me.
I would give just have one flag against my Terminators. I think I can get that movie.
Oh, did I tweet? I tweeted it wrong too, Jam? No. Look at me go. This is just Emperor's Children versus Emperor's Chosen all over again, chat.
Salt the balloons and stuff.
GW really needs to stop naming popular sub-factions like identically to each other.
The squad will advance.
Especially it's especially worse since they're both red Space Marines in the same faction. It's like, G-Dub, what are you doing? They're like intentionally making it confusing.
So 8. The squad will just move up here. That point.
They should trademark more words, yeah.
Our disciple will just move up here.
Like, imagine if there was a second Space Marine sub-faction called Blood Angles.
Pull back.
That's basically what Chaos Space Marines have.
So action. So these guys are gonna come over here.
Like, if White Scars were called Blood Angles,
And you would
and so like Blood Angels are like white and red, or red and white, and then White Scars are white and red, and had basically the same name with one letter swapped.
Sorry, which action is this?
That
again?
would be
for the skull for
That
the mission.
that would be the
Can you
real
start that
the real
on
energy.
it?
Can't hammer Chris, thanks for the follow, man.
And I'll start when you're on it.
Cannot start. Yep, you can't start that.
God damn it, that was the whole control. Okay, that's fine. Then they're just gonna have to just try and beat you up.
Yeah, so I think Berserker unit back here.
Thatch.
Unfortunately, the Scouring mission secondary, or the tertiary, excuse me, does require the objective to be clear of enemies, so it can be contested.
We got some psychic. Hate them.
Which does mean that the Conoptics, the raids, excuse me, are doing something. They aren't totally useless.
Of course.
But killing 1.5 chosen is and not contesting primary scoring on that objective, I think, is not what Devin really wanted.
Into the destroyers. Number of shots. It is
7.
There's a Blood Eagles successor chapter.
26. Please.
Really?
Yep. On your 5 up.
6 5
Blood. Because Blood Eagle is like a,
2 die.
it's like a method of execution, right? It's like really horrific.
Good question.
Ooh.
They're dying for sure.
So awkward Lord Discordant knocks his charge up 3 inches by killing a Locust Destroyer.
The 6
That was a weird shot, chat. Although to be fair, I guess the Lord Discordant could just kill that whole unit if he gets in. Unfortunate for Indicius.
This guy's on the damn point, right?
Yeah, but there should not be a way to have the closest go through the terrain. If you're wanting for the Disco Lord, I don't actually think there's a way for you to.
He does Necrons with flow, right?
Well, you're 11.1 to this guy, and you're 10.6 to him, so it doesn't actually matter.
Okay. Just a 10-inch charge. Lots of bugs. Just piling into you. Yeah, it's about 7. Okay, these 5 Terminators are going to just shoot the guys in the center, I guess.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go for it.
That is an 8-inch charge. Pull that guy. Let's see what we can do with this. Well, there's a Reaper autocannon. Well, we actually hit. So, raise the wound. 2 wounds on -2.
-2. Oh, sticking on that guy.
Wonder if Odysseus is about to shoot himself out of a second charge here.
So 2 wounds at 4 ups.
Firing into the Scorpic Destroyers, but we do have the opportunity to pull a Scorpic Destroyer from the front, who's inside the terrain. And if that Scorpic ends up dying, then the
That's -1. So now
Terminators will have a significantly harder time getting into melee.
And then the melt guns.
And we need to gun. It's only -2 AP.
Yeah.
-1 puts you to a 4, so he doesn't take a wound.
I rolled a 4 and a 2.
Oh, okay. Melt guns I don't think are in range.
Oh yeah. Oh, they are.
I think I'll just use the ball profile. That is 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. On 3s, 6s explode. 1 go away.
Nice.
5. Hey, all that at 0 AP, so you get 2 ups.
10. Nice. So I have 5 wounds on guys in cover. Take 1.
Ooh! Scorpic just survives on 1. That's perfect for Indicius.
So they're just gonna try and shoot these guys. So 4 shots into the apes.
I almost wonder if Devin wanted to slow roll those out and like re-roll a successful savings throw. Although trying to fish for a 1 is a little bit tough. It would have been really good for him.
Let's see if I can do some charges.
Because the Terminators are Red Butchers, so they have a pretty good opportunity to knock the entire Scorpic unit out, even through their -1 to be wounded.
You have no way. You do have fall back and shoot, right?
There is a command protocol that is fallback and shoot that has not yet been revealed. It could be that one that I could just swap into at any time.
Okay, so pain, but he doesn't. 10 inches.
So your charge. So you need a 10 for the destroyers, or like an 8, I think, for the scarabs. So you'd have to go here, and then that's like a 7 point something.
Okay. Let's do the easy ones first. Berserkers into your bugs. In the in. You can get. Yeah, no. Yep. Let's just fire the menu. These berserkers into your bugs.
You're putting them both in?
Yep.
Okay.
That is an 8.
So I think
If I make both these charge.
this is probably a pretty good opportunity to sort of reflect on shooting target priority, chat, because I think Indicius did sort of luck out a little bit keeping the Chaos Terminators
Corpex, so they need an 8.
yeah, on a reasonable charge into the Scorpex, which they do make. So if that Scorpex had died, he would have failed. Which he could have pushed himself out of by shooting at them. And the fact that these Chaos Terminators are so lethal in melee means that he really didn't need to shoot the Scorpex Destroyers. And those extra 2 damage is probably not going to matter too much. But there was a potential that this unit doesn't even make this charge. And he donates another 12-point primary to Devin, and things start running away from him really quickly. So that was like a little frivolous there, I think, to make those boulder shots into the Scorpex. Whereas he could be putting them into Silent King, where they actually have a pretty similar chance of dealing damage. They're still wounding on 5s, but Silent King has a 3+ save instead of a 2+ save, so he actually probably takes more damage on the main ears.
The Scarabs or the Locusts?
And the same over here with the Lord Discordant. Because the Lord Discordant really wanted to hit those Locusts and kill most of the unit, so he doesn't have to worry about that shooting anymore. But ended up shooting at them and killing the one that he was going to charge, which makes things really awkward. So especially if you're playing a melee focused army like this, it is very important to keep in mind what you're going to be charging in the fight in the charge phase. And then make sure that you don't give your opponent the opportunity to screw you on casualty selection.
Okay, you have no CP to interrupt, so let me just activate with my...
So it looks like Lord Discordant doesn't get it anyway, which is fair. Chaos Terminator's pushing it forward to the Scorpex. We'll see if we get a -1 to wound here. Looks like we will.
Scorpex.
Okay.
We'll see if that ends up mattering to them. This is a ton of attacks from the Chaos Terminators. There should be at 5 piece. So we're somewhere in the vicinity of 50 attacks. And then can swing twice thanks to that upgrade.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
How many Chain Fists and how many Accursed Weapons?
I got 7. I got 2 guys that have double curse weapons, so they have 5 attacks apiece.
Yep.
I got 2 chain fists that have 8 attacks in total, and the rest just have 1 attack, which is a lot. No,
Yeah,
wait,
go
sorry, these are going.
Yeah, that's fine. That's the end of your charge phase?
Yep, into my chart phase. I don't think he gets to go 6, does he?
No, he does not get to go 6. I was just seeing how close I could get him.
Thank God.
But if I could get him within engage range, I can make him fight last.
I think he already piled in those guys, right?
Not 3.9. I'm just gonna go into the Warp Tots though.
Oh wait, just give me a sec. I want to roll that chart just to make sure I can get them 5. And then go here. Just so I think you just out of right? No way to interrupt. So yeah, Terminators double attack. Do you want me to roll twice or just put them all at once?
You have to roll twice because of my protocols. Reanimation.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay. Okay, so let's just pile everyone here. Give me a sec. I just want to double check I didn't give these idiots chain power first. I was a little annoyed. Chain fist.
All right, Terminators. Let's see what you can do, boys.
First weapons.
It says Power Fists.
Oh crap.
BCP.
Ah shit, so there's 2 power fists. Okay, and I got some. Why close to BTW? Okay, so first let's do the 8 chain fists. Have no CP for that, so these are just 4s. We're on turn 2 still, right?
Yep, still on turn 2.
So these are 3s. You got 2 on your 5 up.
Power Pinballs. Gonna kill the wounded guy.
Okay, you did. And we got.
Yeah, maybe I should have swung with our cursed weapons there and lost a point of damage there from the power fists.
These 3 attacks, right? Yeah, so these are going to be 3 to 4 hits.
These all seem like kind of minor quibbles, chat, but over the course of a game, lost efficiency like that does stack
Power
up. You know, you could potentially be losing 10 or 15 damage over the course of an entire game on your opponent's army,
Go
which is
1.5.
basically a whole extra unit you would have killed if you sequence your attacks correctly.
And I gotta calculate this. So it's 5. 10 attacks from one bunch.
Especially into objective secured units
Attack
like
with
the
4
Scorpic
people
Destroyers here,
so that
because
means times
those
So
and
6 left. 6 times 4 plus
potentially swinging primary
3
objectives
times 4. It's not 3
in a
times
big
4.
way. So they
Attack
are
with 4
worth
people,
more,
so that
essentially.
is 6 left. 2 have doubles, so that's 10 each. And then the last one is 4 with 4 attacks, so that's 16 attacks. Add on to this.
26.
These hit on 3s.
3s and 4s.
Oh, if I had exploding 6s, or I had a CP to use them. 4s. On your 5.
Just 8.
Oh, 2 die.
5, so that's gonna kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 guys died. So that's gonna
Animation.
be 12 reanimates.
How much did I kill before we just do this?
You killed 4,
That
so
is-
12 wounds in total, and I get 1 guy back.
And we get to do it all over again. Actually, I'll wait for that because that's going to be a headache. Then I'll just pile them this way.
Yep.
These 2 are going to attack him for just 12 attacks.
So we don't have any CP here for a resurrection protocol on the Technomancer. So if assuming the Warp Talons don't biff out
The
here,
Technomancer?
they should just kill
It's
him.
T4.
So please, I mean 4, sorry. 4's the organ. You got 5 on your 6 up.
Oh, we can do this. Come on, just roll 2 6s. Roll 2 6s and live, buddy. Come on. Oh, if it was a 5-up save, he would have been fine.
I'm not going to pile him because then I'm going to get to Zereth and he does not get to get points.
So Silent King is killed.
Okay, I'm
Pretty
just
good.
going to do these berserkers. They're going to pile in first squad. Let's type here. Add you.
Or excuse me, not Silent King, the Technomancer. Silent King being dead would be a pretty big deal. But no, Technomancer goes down.
Pile closer.
It's useful in case any of these units survive. Technomancer not super useful currently, but in case the units
Okay,
don't
put
get
one
one
attack.
shot, he can start to repair them. Pretty good for the Locust Destroyers. That last Locust Destroyer, that means he is dead in real life now. The guy over on the top here who got killed by the Lord Discordant. So that's a little bit of a benefit from the Lord Discordant happening.
So these, because I'm still 6. 15 on your flop.
15 on the Wraiths.
Right. Yep.
2 dead. Do they actually die? Yep.
Yep, 2 left. That's another 3 points for me. Or 6 points. And we shall do that again. Pile in, pile in, pile in. So 31 attacks. I'd love to see what these guys do and actually get the bloody codex. Please. Not that good. And please. Okay, that's pretty good. 16 on your 4. And that's
No,
it.
they're dead.
That's 6 points for me. Let's do this again. So Terminins are gonna pile in again.
Yep.
Here's a cannon point. Are you basing me over here? Oh, you can't put me in engagement in, right? So animation. Yep. Here we go again.
So these Chaos Terminators are going to be difficult to push off of the objective 3 here. Obviously, the Necrons will be able to continue to steal the objective from the Chaos Space Marines just by continuing to run objective secured onto them. But the Terminators themselves are going to be very difficult to remove. So I do think this may just be
2 on your 4.
So if this bottom side of the table may just belong to Chaos
Changes
Space
the
Marines
power
now.
fists.
Although obviously the top side here has enough stuff that Indicius will probably be able to, or that Devin will probably be able to push that flank pretty hard. The World Eaters secondary.
Eight
Which I will just grab the wording of.
4s, 3s, 3 on your 5 up.
Come on, guys, make some fun
So
saves,
skulls
please.
from the Skull Throne.
Okay.
You want to put that also?
The
He's dead.
World Eater's character that Indicius selected to challenge the enemy was the Lord Discordant.
Okay, that's me done.
So Devin will be up significantly on secondaries if he ends up killing that Lord Discordant, because that secondary is no longer
Oh
maxable.
wait, no.
And he is challenging the Catacomb Command Barge. So assuming that the Locust and the Catacomb Command Barge end up killing the Lord Discordant, and Devin plays really cagey with that CCB, he is going to be able to play... He'll be able to blank out that secondary, which is going to be a very difficult hill for Indicius to climb. Looks like Devin, back to Devin's turn. He's up to 8 points on primary. We do have a nice quick and easy snack on Code of Combat here for the Warp Talons. But this Illusory Supplication Terminator brick going to be tough. Unfortunately, it is no longer Illusory Supplication. It won't be able to be Illusory Supplication this coming turn. It is right now, but on the coming turn, it is only going to be normal hit rolls. So I think that Devin is behooved to play a little cagey this turn. Maybe pull the Silent King back so he doesn't get hit by those Terminators. Clip out the Warp Talons, get some points in Code of Combat. Keep his guys back to limit charges as much as possible. Kill the Lord Discordant on Hellstalker. He has to eat a charge from these Corn Berserkers, but that's not the end of the world. The Terminators might get into him as well on Objective 2. But as long as he has one Scorpion Destroyer living over there, that should be fine. And then he should be able to push out pretty hard. That said, I do think Indicius is in a pretty good spot right now. I think a little bit better than I was expecting. I didn't expect Devin to throw those Wraiths up onto the top objective without any support, really. He did fire a couple guns into the Chosen that were up there, but not really enough to kill them. He was focused more on killing the Demon Prince, which I think was the correct call. But I'm certainly feels like Indicius putting Devin in a spot to think about his life. Those Chaos Terminators are going to be problematic for him. How are we feeling about the game so far, chat? I know some people... everybody put 100% on Necrons, but I think Indicius is giving us a good showing of the melee prowess of World Eaters. And Blackburn15, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope everyone's enjoying the commentary today. Devin really on the tank this turn. This is a make or break turn. And I will say, I think Devin now sort of experiencing the downside of these big Scarab bricks. The 9-man Scarab bricks are good for primary objective control, but they're basically combat ineffective. They don't do anything when it comes to actually killing enemy models. And right now, that's what Devin needs. He needs models that can kill enemies. And to be fair, the Silent King is going to reap a great toll of Chaos Space Marines this game, I think. But not enough to make up for having all of these Scarabs that are not super useful. In fairness, though, they're not too many points either. We could drop down to smaller units of Scarabs and maybe get another Destroyer unit.
Okay, Command Protocol. Will be Hungry Void again. I'll do the added AP on 6s to Wound.
I guess also, to be fair, when we're considering our options here, the Lord Discord on Hellstalker is effectively a 0-up save, which means he's taking 3s against the Locust Destroyers, and he does have -1 damage available to him since he's a Demon Engine. So all of the shooting from the Locust Destroyers here, assuming that the Heavy Destroyer doesn't convert, is actually going to have a tough time killing the Lord Discordant. So it looks like Canoptic Scarab's moving forward to just physically body block the Chaos Terminators. Going to use that extended engagement range a little bit too, I think, to stop them from getting onto Objective 2. At least without a charge. And if we ring the objective, essentially, that's going to prevent the Berserkers and Terminators from getting in. And if we can kill the Berserkers so there's no objective secured available for that objective, the Scorpic Destroyers can lock it in and essentially ensure that Devin is going to retain it when it comes back to his turn. I imagine we see Silent King pull back here. Or even, he could potentially even push forward through Objective 4. If we see a big move from him and then a charge onto the Chosen, the Chaos Terminators will be pretty far out of range to chase him, and he's basically only fighting 2 units of Khorne Berserkers at that point, which is not too bad for him. If we see that happen, and he kills the Chosen between shooting and melee, and the CCB turns around and kills the Warp Talons, which is pretty likely, then we may actually see a big Code of Combat swing here as well. Looks like Scorpic Destroyer is actually pushing forward. That's interesting. Wonder if they're going to be going for the kill on the Low Discordant to try to lower the potential score on Skulls for the Skull Throne. So CCB moving forward to hold down Objective 2. That makes sense. Locusts do have to make sure if they want to shoot at the Lord Discordant, they don't go too far back because they start running into issues with the Chaos Terminators being closer, I think, than the Lord Discordant. And here goes Silent King. Yep, up to the objective in the bottom right here. Okay. Really performing a bit of an envelopment are these Necrons. Just going to essentially refuse the engagement from the Terminator Brick. Absolutely the correct play on Devin's side. And spreading around all 4 corners of the map to make sure that they don't get hit by these relatively slow World Eaters units.
This guy will just give himself some shooting options. Catacomb Barge will kill these 2. Oh, the little plasma sight will advance 1 inch. So those 9.
Died last turn, or is it only?
No, because there was a destroyer unit right there, right next to them.
Okay.
Alrighty. These guys will just chill. They'll do ancient machineries. He'll do the mission action. That's the Catacomb Command Barge will do it. And yeah. Shooting, I guess. Start the Catacomb Barge, is just gonna dump everything into the Warp Talons. Hitting on 2s with the Tesla Cannon, all hit, wounding on 3s. 1 3-up save to you.
Here's a trap.
Maybe one day he'll kill a Space Marine. So the 1 misses, then those explode. Fine, always 3 4-ups.
Okay, we'll go pop.
Unfortunate for Devin there. Not able to clear out these last Warp Talon. We may see Silent King turn a gun around onto him.
Absolute crap.
Maybe, or 1 Locust Destroyer maybe turns around.
Which I want to bet on a 5-up involve on that Warp Talon. I don't really.
So I should kill some stuff here.
Yeah, I have to imagine we see Silent King. He dip the big guns into the Chosen probably. Turn around, maybe a 2 damage gun onto the Warp
Zarek,
Talon.
I'll put the Strength 8 gun into him.
Yeah.
I'll put everything else into the Chosen.
Yep. All right. Fair enough. Devin and I, same page right
Take
now.
away cover on the Chosen.
You wish.
Pardon me?
As you wish.
Sure. Okay. So 3 shots into Buddy up there.
Odysseus is doing his best Wesley impression over here.
Wounding him on
As you
3s.
wish, my lady.
Yeah, not a bit. Can he see them? You can
Zark?
right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you shoot him when he has
No. So three involves on that Warp Talent Champion.
Hey, pop up. He's dead. He should be. Nope, he's dead. Definitely.
Thank
Hey,
God.
get up.
Into the Chosen.
All right. Code of combat. Bippity boppity
Number
boop.
Here's
Got some points on that.
both wound, 2 AP4s, no cover.
Fix this up. One will live. Is that the champion? Nope, it's not. He doesn't know.
The other gun. Reroll hits. 3s. It's going to be 6 AP2, no cover.
So these are forbs. Damage.
Oh my gosh.
1.
Okay, this guy will take a wound.
Unfortunate. Good saving throws on Indicius' side there.
Okay, well that's unfortunate. Locust, we'll put everything into these Berserkers.
Locust shooting the Berserkers,
Got
not the
one
Lord
screw
Discordant.
gun hits.
So it looks like the Scorpic Destroyers are going to be
Wounds,
trying to
and
hit the Lord
it's
Discordant, but with
something.
-1 damage, they actually have a pretty low chance of killing him.
Survives. Somehow.
Armor of Contempt really
Oh, many.
putting in the Lord's work, the Lord of Blood's
Cross
work
cannons.
this game, keeping these world eaters alive.
7 AP3s.
So 5 ups.
Oh my god.
Oh, but 1 is a champion.
Chat.
4.
Oh wait, it is D3 damage, so
53 damage. First one. Second one will kill him. Third one kills him. Fourth one kills him. So you lose 3.
okay.
These 5-ups have been off the chain. I really want to see some guns going to the
try
Lord
and spook
Discord.
the Disco Lord.
Yeah, here we go. Does have that big D3
Oh,
plus
it's
3
nice.
damage shots. And it
1
wounds.
AP3.
He's fine.
You're on a.
It's a
That-
0 up save.
That Gorget coming into play there. Saving him on 3+.
Alrighty. Should have just shot a Berserker, but whatever.
Did you do your secondaries wherever you
I did, yeah. Yeah. They're doing ancient machineries. He's doing the mission.
Okay.
Alrighty, well, I guess I'll charge you, because that's all I can really do. Charge phase, the Plasmacite will make the Scorpex better.
Make him juiced up.
He does, without killing one, which is wonderful. So, if I want to charge them, it's a 7. Otherwise, it's just a 3 to go to the Disco Lord.
What's your AP on him at the moment?
On the Scorpex? Ring Blades are 4, the Threshers are 3.
Okay.
Worth just trying to kill these 2 guys. 7-inch charge is pretty sketchy. So no, I'm just gonna charge the Disco Lord. They're gonna roll like a 12 now. Well, they would have made it.
Yeah, well, they might not.
Honestly, I had no way of knowing. So
It's always those cases.
this was definitely the safer call.
It's either like, oh, I can make a 2. No, I don't.
So I'm just gonna make sure I just leave a guy just within 6 inches of him.
Just to come back at, you did not want to put them in engagement range, did you?
The Scarabs?
Move them back, because this guy's touching the terrain.
Oh, well, I'm charging you, so.
Okay, go ahead.
Scarabs charging the Terminators.
The fight twice Terminators, that wound you on 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of wounds in this unit.
Yeah, but
See,
I
one
got
gotta live.
Yeah, is that enough wounds there, Devin? I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's enough wounds. We do have the 5+ from the Chronomancer.
Cool. Zarkle charge.
But we'll see.
Chosen
We'll see
and
how well those
Berserkers.
Chaos Terminators can deal with the Scarabs.
He's in. Hello, my name is Silent King. Daisy the Painter's back. Just put them over here so they can actually. They'll hang out back here. Alrighty. That'll be that for charges. Zark makes these 2 units fight last. I'll go with the Swarpex in at the disco board first.
I'm gonna spend 1 CP or -1 damage.
Sure. So that's going to be the 20 attacks from the Threshers. On 2s.
V5s.
They're strength 6 because of the plasma sights buff. Cool. So these are AP4. These are AP3.
Takes 1. Takes another 1. 2.
Three blades all hit. Of course, these are all 4-ups. 6 damage.
Okay. Down to 1.
He lived with 1 wound, didn't he?
Yep, you have the 1.
Alright.
Thank you.
Would you like to interrupt at the Terminators?
Huh?
Would you like to interrupt at the Terminators?
I only have 1 CP. I have no CP active.
Oh,
I gave him
never
all
mind. So that's going to be 36 Saxon Termies.
So big huge swing there. Just Lord Discordant surviving on exactly 1 wound, which he'll start healing back with his Demon Engine. That said,
2-ups.
not on the charge. The Chain Glaive is only 2 damage, although he does have the extra damage from Flames of Spite. It's actually not that amazing at killing
Zark.
Scorpec Destroyers defensively.
Fuck, guys, there. I'll put the Scythe of Dust into the Chosen, everything else into the Berserkers. We'll start with the Scythe of Dust.
See what Silent King has.
All hit. On 2s.
Hopefully he can clip out these Chosen and is just having to deal with the Corn
All wound.
Berserkers. But Devin here banking on the fact that the Scarabs tie up the Chaos Terminators. I was definitely sort of expecting Silent King to make a Pile and Consolidate to get further away from them, and then the Scarabs just to body block.
Scepter into the
But we're
Berserkers.
just crossing our fingers that the Scarabs survive.
Looking for 2s.
The Resurrection Protocols does actually, or Reanimation Protocols,
1
excuse me,
AP4, 4 AP3s.
it's a little bit of an interesting
B5
interaction with a Fight Twice unit like the Red Butchers. Because, as we saw before, Devin does get 2 rounds of rolling Reanimation Protocols, so it's unlikely that the Terminators deal 36 wounds to the unit through a 5+ invulnerable save in the first swing, which means that Devin may be able to double dip on some of those wounds from the Scarabs with the second swing. So this should be a 10-point turn on... is that right? No. 7-point turn on Code of Combat.
1 AP3, 2 AP2.
Unless this last Berserker goes down. And I think he does. Yeah, okay. So a 10-point turn on Code of Combat, and this is really like, that's the power of the secondary right here, is the ability of Silent King to just push forward, split his attacks into multiple small units, and score a ton of points on that in one go. So that's going to put Devin up a ton of points by the end of this turn. And it really comes down to whether or not these Canoptic Scarabs end up surviving.
Kill 2 things in melee.
If they do clear out the Scarabs, they may be able to push to Objective 2 and clear that. And killing the Catacomb Command Barge. In doing so, may score some skulls from Skulls to the Skull Throne. And then also knock Devin down to a 4-point primary, which is going to be pretty obnoxious for Necrons, which are really predicated on having those big primary swings.
5 of invuls from him.
Oh, okay, so that's fine.
Well, he failed anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so he has 8 attacks. Again. Pause. Oh crap, 6s explode this time. And 2s. Wow, another one on your 5 up.
5 up invul in the box.
He's dead. Another one died.
Dead Scarab.
Then we got 26. 6. The 2 heavies. 1 3s. 1 6, really? Okay. That's how we play that. And 2s. 5 ups all around.
14.
Yep, 14.
Maybe I'll make a 5 of pinball. Yeah, I made a few. So 9. I was just gonna kill 2 more bases, and one's gonna be wounded. So I get to try and bring 12 guys back. 12 wounds back, I should say. Sorry. I get 1 base back. So I'll just peel off 1 more. No, you need to stay alive. You can die and not give problems.
Okay, senior score pick is gonna go.
So that first swing from the Chaos Terminators is a little bit underwhelming, chat.
He has
I do think that the
7
Scarabs
attacks
will
with
actually
Johnson.
survive in hindsight, in light of that. It's a downside of taking so many Chain Fists, I think, without access to rerolls.
Hold on,
And especially outside of Emperor's Children,
Zeros.
who ignore the hit modifier for
Okay,
those
wait,
power
strength.
weapons.
You're not strength 10.
I'm not strength 10, I think.
You're strength 8. Except
Yeah,
yours.
strength 8. Okay, so 3 just go straight through. Oh, good. 6 ups, sorry, 6 ups. 3 6
3
ups.
6 ups.
One
So
back.
it's gonna kill 1 score pack. And then whatever else the rest of it does.
We got 4. I think these are 4 with 2 attacks. Yeah, 4 additional attack with these with the legs. On 2s, that explodes.
And 3s.
On 3s.
All wound.
Okay, all that on your 5 up.
5 up. 5 up for the feet. Kills 1 more.
And then 1 more for with his Mechatendrite. Hits.
Kill.
Wounds.
saves.
IP. These are 3 ups.
And then 1 3 up on that guy. Come on, buddy. There we go. 2 dead score packs, so I get to try and bring them back. I got my guy back.
Nice. Wait, how much did I kill down? Damn it. How many bugs did I kill there? I killed 4 bugs, yeah, right?
Yeah, you killed 4 bugs.
That's
Or,
4.
sorry, in total in this unit?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you killed 3.
I get 8, I get 9, and then I killed 2 more score packs, so this will put me on.
Cool.
Okay, yeah, bugs. These guys are gonna fight twice again.
Yeah, sure.
Remember, I have 6s to explode. Chain fists.
I had a guy come back. The guy came back over here.
2s. In the box. Okay, you got 3 on your 5 up.
3 on my 5 ups. Are these chain fists or power fists?
Chain fists.
2
Okay.
go through.
First one is a
2.
2.
Second
Second one is
is...
a 2. So 1 will die.
So you're gonna kill a guy.
We got
Ah.
8.
Yep. 1 guy's dead.
8. 8. Power fists. 4s. Oh, wow, that's a lot of explosions. Okay, so everything stays. 2s. Okay, orders. You got 1. That's 7 5 ups. That's 2
More
more
bases. Next. Are the curse
6.
weapons?
6 curse weapons. Punch. These. Yeah, not bad. Okay, so just those 4 will stay. 2s.
Perfect.
All these on your 5 up.
16 5 ups, and I just have to make 1 of them. Famous last words. No, they're fine. So I lose 2 more. It's gonna be
So do you have
5,
to
so you get
be
5, so you get 20 more wounds of things.
a little worried about morale here for the Scarabs?
I get 1 base back. I lost 2, and then I get 1 back. So there you go.
Yeah, actually, yeah, only lost 6. Oh, yeah, so we do have to be a little bit worried about morale here, but it looks like Devin will have enough to keep that unit locked in. So, I gotta commend Devin. I didn't think it would happen, but it did. That Scarab unit would survive the 2 swings from the Chaos Terminators, and that proves to be a really, really good move. So Devin here prevents the Chaos Terminators from scoring out a 12-point primary. He hasn't done any other... he hasn't locked down any other objectives, so Indicius is still getting an 8-point turn since Silent King is not objective secured down here to prevent the Corn Berserkers from holding that objective. But what this does do is it prevents the Chaos Terminators from going anywhere and fighting. So we knocked the Lord Discordant down pretty hard, body blocked physically a lot of the attacks into the Locust Destroyers, so Devin is guaranteed another shot from the Locust Destroyers. And Silent King will remain unmolested this turn, so that potentially he can go in and try to knock out these Corn Berserkers. Now, I do think that Indicius does have the opportunity here to physically body block the Silent King from getting into behind this building to attack the Corn Berserkers. But so that Indicius will be able to hold down that objective for another turn, but we'll see. Gets a little bit awkward because the Miniers may potentially have enough movement to get around into an annoying place. So now pushing our Corn Berserkers to Objective 2. They are Objective secured, and with only the CCB in addition to the Scorpic Destroyer on the top there. If we do see the Scorpex go down, the Corn Berserkers could take that objective away from Devin. I do like the wound allocation here from Devin, where he wounded his outside Scorpic Destroyer in this unit, which means if the Lord Discordant makes his ranged attacks in melee from being vehicle keyworded, he will actually kill off the closest model to these other Berserkers to get to make that charge tougher. So I have to say, I don't know if I was expecting to see sort of this level of play in this matchup, especially... No, it's World Eaters, chat. You know what? It is what it is. But I think Indicius has really shown us the power of World Eaters and the power of this Chaos Terminator brick, to be fair, pushing right through the center. And Devin has given us a real masterclass on how to deal with this sort of melee aggression. As it stands, the Necron secondaries are so strong currently that it looks difficult for World Eaters to be able to push back, but they are going second, so they have bottom round 5 scoring. We have a lot of objectives that are ticking up slowly. No prisoners should max for Indicius. That shouldn't be a problem. He may be able to get a max on Raise the Banners high if he can kill the Scarabs this turn and start to banner the center objective. The only awkward part is that Skulls for the Skulls Throne pick. And if he can prevent Necrons from scoring too highly on their own secondaries, it's not going to be the end of the world for him. Especially if he can get some pretty strong primary turns. But as it stands, that is going to be his weak point.
Does this Plasma Sight die now? Because
No.
he's away? Because he
So
just-
it's 3 inches to not be shot, 6 inches to not die.
Okay. Time if combat.
How are we feeling about the game so far, chat? I think this has been a pretty exciting game. I'm enjoying it.
We have some shooting to go do.
Hope you are too.
So, Bellframer into your Scorpex.
So we are going to be firing the Lord Discord into the Scorpex. Might make that charge tougher, Indicius.
7 shots.
No. 6 shots.
3 plus 1, so 6.
Please.
Please. 1 mortar and everything else on your 5-up.
Alrighty. He is in the cover, so I'll do 1 at a time on that 1 wound left Scorpack. It was how many saves in total? 6?
Yep. 6,
So
so...
the first one, good. Second one, not good. These will be 4-ups. And this will be a 4-up. He's dead, and then 1 more. 1 more 5-up.
Okay.
Alright.
2 die and 1 takes mortar.
So 2 of them are going to die. Do I get either of those 2 back? Nope.
Great toll being reaped here by the Flamer and then Lord Discordant.
You're
Again,
down
makes it
1.
really tough for those Berserkers to get in, though.
Yeah, it has to be him.
Oh, gonna pull him out of melee.
Oh, combat. Okay.
That means Lord Discordant can charge now.
I would have loved to shoot them. Okay, let's see what the one berserkers. Those two is going to. One's gonna lob a grenade,
It's a little awkward.
and the other one's gonna shoot his pistol.
Sure.
So grenade, hits, and reduced wound. It wounds. -1.
Oh no.
Walk on the guy out of cover. He's dead.
And then one pistol.
Crack grenade killed somebody? Those things never kill anybody.
Funny enough, yeah. It doesn't wound. I'm not gonna. So roll your protocol.
Yeah, I wonder if that wound allocation is a little bit awkward for Devin. I guess he had to choose between staying in melee and staying on the objective. But the downside there is that now the Lord Discordant and the Corn Berserkers can all charge. I don't know if I would charge these Locust Destroyers. To be fair, they can overwatch you and kill you.
You need an 8 to charge. Destroyers or
That's
that can't fail.
Depends what these guys do.
Robo Shark do 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 Robo Shark do 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 Robo Shark do 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 Robo Shark.
Chops, 12 inches.
Tiania, thank you for the resub. 17 months in a row.
Yeah, they'll
Look at you go.
throw 5 pistols at you.
Robo Shark indeed.
One good hit.
Robo Shark do 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 do.
Well, 2 wounds, no AP.
Okay.
2 ups.
Good.
Okay, that guy, I don't really care. Okay, so that's all. Yeah, let's go to charges. Let's have something special. These guys can't shoot from.
Yeah.
Second one slip. In a sec, I don't think I have a strat that lets me shoot from.
Kind of feels like Terminator should be able to shoot in combat, right, chat? It feels like that should be their
Warriors,
thing.
I think have that one.
No, that will. That is, I think Black Legion that you can shoot into
It's
combat.
Black Legion. But no, you can shoot into a combat you're not in. You can't shoot into your own combat.
Okay, I have to, that's a different unit combat. Okay. Okay, so these guys are green. So this let's see how far they go.
Arna?
Hmm?
Oh, those guys.
Let's see how far they go. Enable some stuff. Dark Disciple is going to try and make an 8-inch charge.
Yep.
He does.
He does.
9. Let's go to minions that go behind him. Over here, but you don't really matter in anything. These berserkers need an 18-inch charge. They get it. Also, stupid 2-inch engagement.
All right, here's a question, chat. Does this Lord Discordant charge the Locust Destroyers or the Scorpex here? Place your bets now, because he might just die if he charges the Locusts.
Yeah, but you can overwatch.
And if
so-
you charge the Locust, I'm just gonna overwatch you.
No, I'm not. No. He's gonna just charge you guys.
Yeah, just gonna go for the Scorpex.
Oh god, that I don't need to freaking. Okay, so
At least he will die on his own terms,
Yeah,
not
mostly we
being
can interrupt.
overwatched by his
we
opponent.
have -1, which doesn't really matter to me. Okay, so we will start with these berserkers over
So
here.
this does mean that
And this way.
World Eaters will be able to take Objective 2 away from just this Catacomb Command Bards chilling over here.
Might as well get more points.
Locust and go for broke.
7 + 6 is
I think if you're Devin, like you definitely intervene with this Chronomancer too, right? Like get everybody in, pull the boys, everyone go kill that Lord Discordant. Somebody convert a wound, 2 wounds now, and murder that guy. Please God.
Increased wound. All that on your 5-up.
So now I think what I would like to see is, yeah, I'd like to see. Looks like we did end up killing those guys with the Berserkers. Good job, Berserkers.
He's gonna go. He's
I'd like to see these Corn Berserkers, the purple ones, use their Piling Consolidate to get closer to the Locust Destroyers, make a big ring around the Lord Discordant to keep that guy alive. Yeah, it looks like that's what we're doing.
wrap around the scope quick. Continue to
Perfect. Looking good. We must protect this house.
Okay. you can hit me with your scarabs.
I gladly will hit you with scarabs.
Yeah, there's a Chaos Terminator at
Maybe I'll finally
1.
kill that wounded Terminator.
If the Scarabs
him,
kill him,
buddies.
it'd be funny. Hey, there's a couple Gene Rot Might auto wounds.
Here's hoping. Come on, get him. 4, 2 ups, fail 1.
You move. Do you want to?
No, they're gonna.
You want me to go?
So I'm assuming they're all based anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. They'll base him,
Okay, I'll just go.
base those two. I guess it doesn't matter. You're gonna run them over.
Up fight power. These are 4s. 6s explode, so that one will stay. This is the chain fist.
Yep.
2s. 2
Green
goes.
balls.
Yeah, green
The
balls
balls
are
still up.
drop.
No, 3 go through.
Well, let's see damage.
Does 2.
One
Does
dead.
kills him. Does
and
2.
take- And power fists. Did W not just give me like one profile to run with these guys? But no, you want to make still kids. 4s, 6s explode.
Yep.
2s.
4 more
3 on
involves.
you. 4 on you. 4 on your 5-ups on it.
They're dead.
Do it again. Thank you.
It's gonna be another 12 no prisoner wounds.
4 plus and that's 6.
So you're at 15 on that now.
Yeah, so I don't need to count it. Yeah. Who's closer? I don't get the pilot, so okay, that's all. Okay, that is everything. Your turn, sir.
Alrighty.
You get.
Very nice. Well, I think this has been
Rapid.
well handled by Devin so far. He did end up pinning down the Chaos Terminator unit, so it stopped just going absolutely ham on his side of the table. Still full strength, almost full strength. But at least he does get 2 turns in a row of operating before it has to do anything. So really good use of that Scorpic or of the Scarab Swarm by him. I wonder if he just does it again, right? He just sends the yellow Scarabs out there, pulls the Silent King back to hold that objective, and just ties those guys up for another turn. Although this time they will not have their invulnerable saves. So they're significantly easier to kill. And then pulls out, tries to kill as many of these Khorne Berserkers as he possibly can in shooting. Hope he kills the Lord of Discordant. I'm not sure what he has to kill the Lord of Discordant at this point. I guess if the Locusts kill the Berserkers over here, then the Silent King should be able to just clip him with a Minear shot. But who knows, man? He has a 4+ against a Minear shot. He's basically an invuln save with Armor of Contempt plus the Gorget. The Gorget of Eternal Hate. Can't stop hating. It goes forever, man. And he doesn't have a good charge in the Khorne Berserkers in the back here. Actually, no, he does. He can go around the side. Just kidding. Yeah, he should be able to jump around this way if he so desires, and then charge over here to get extended engagement through the wall. But again, yeah, as Devin's measuring, he doesn't get to do that and shoot all of his guns, unfortunately.
Could just run down here or shoot Terminators. Try to pick those 2 up with the Menhirs.
The Gorget also gives a 4+ as well. Well, that's unnecessary.
I'm at 11. I'll get 3 more for killing them, so I just need to kill 1 more.
That's funny.
Which would be too hard. Yeah, I don't think these Berserkers actually really do much for you anymore.
Yeah. It's like, destroyers, charge them. You only have to do like 1 damage to that guy. Just attack him a bunch of times with your punchy fists.
I'm pretty sure
Look at those punchy little
cannot
fists right there.
change the movement. God, no.
Boop.
Could I fit a Menhir in here? No. Okay,
Just
so he
boop
doesn't
him with
fit
that.
this way. That's fine.
Okay, so yeah, looks like that's what Silent King's going to do. He's going to push around the side, try to kill those Khorne Berserkers, get some more Code of
Just take
Combat
justice,
points,
you. More like
and
3,
hopefully
another
pull
charge
the Chaos Space
available,
Marines off that objective.
And he can shoot Eternities. The Menhirs come all around.
Is there how many -6 APs are there that don't ignore invulnerable saves right now, chat? I guess it's -5, right? That's the cutoff
One more ancient.
where the invulnerable save becomes relevant.
So we'll do
What
that.
guns in the game are AP 5?
Primary, 16.
5 is a very specific number. I guess like a multi-melta in a Devastator Doctrine, right? Like that's when you get the invuln save.
20, 32.
So if you accidentally get your character, protectable character, shot by a Grav Dev squad, or a drop dev squad. The Gorget of Eternal Hate will be very
You're on the
useful.
objective. Hello, I'm upset.
Dwarves have, I think, unless they have buffs, I think the Magna Rail is AP4, but it's AP4 ignores invulnerable saves. So whether or not it's AP5, like, it doesn't matter, right? If it was AP5, you get an invulnerable save versus AP4, no invulnerable save would be functionally identical to the Gorget.
In the middle.
Unless I'm totally wrong. I haven't looked at it since I did the Codex review.
Run the fuck away from you. I think. Look, I just want to go. Make sure you don't score primary on that. Shouldn't be too hard. I just charged the berserkers. I don't know. How many models do you have on here right now? 5?
5 models.
Alrighty. Command barge will just advance. That is not what I wanted. So it goes 15 to here. Still a little too close for comfort, but I'll take it, I guess. Oh, that is way too close for comfort.
Only place we can go where I can't catch you.
No, I'm just gonna reroll the advance roll. I need that to be higher.
Yeah, so Devin trying to,
So he goes
as hard as he can to keep his CCB alive. It does give up a bunch of points if it gets killed in melee.
he's just gonna come here. 18, just gonna be within 18 to this guy with left. Or within 15 actually. What the hell is 18? We'll just back up like this. There we go. Actually, that's where I put him originally was better. Just touching the thing just so he can shoot at you. Not that I think he's really gonna do anything, but you never know. You're gonna come step on the objective. Locusts will just come hang out over here. Actually, we'll put him in the middle. So he has easier vision, and we'll just stick this guy over here. I'll put the Chronomancer in the middle of the unit. Alrighty. Guns, I guess. I'll start with the Catacomb Barge, shooting at the Terminators. 4 shots on 3s.
What a guy. Rolling a bunch of ones.
Maybe 2.
Just going for the gun?
6.
Okay. You're different.
We'll do the Destroyers. They're just going to put everything into these Corn Berserkers.
All right, boys. Do we see the Berserkers go down? Do you get +1 to hit this turn, but no rerolls to wound? Don't have enough CP for it.
So we have 12 Gauss Cannon shots.
Do we want to fire our big gun first? No? Okay.
2s, rerolling. Looking for 3s. It's going to be 9 AP 3s.
Ones. The guys in cover. One's all forbs. Do this to a turn. This is B3 damage, right?
Yes, correct.
One
Goes
guy
through.
died.
Kills him.
Yeah, he's dead. Next guy. He's dead. Next. Not dead. Orb.
Now he's dead.
Not dead.
Then the rest of these will be 5-ups.
2 dead, and the rest will take
3 more.
roll the damage.
So 2 dead, 3 dead, 4 dead, 4.5
One
dead.
one. Okay, so
The big gun
okay, just fire the big gun and just hit him.
hits. Wounds. 6 up or he's dead.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
As I say that, that's fine, I guess.
These Armor of Contempt saves, chat, for Indicius this game. Absolutely wild. Just roll a 6 up? Okay, sure. I'll do it.
Alrighty.
I'll do
Zark.
it. Don't think I won't. We do have an open
We'll
shot
put
to
both
the
menhirs into the
Lord
Disco
Discord.
Lord.
Yeah, there it is.
And I'll put the other guns into the Terminators.
Okay.
So into the Disco.
Into that.
Sorry, this is Terminators. Sorry, I'm being stupid. I'll hit. You're -1 to wound, so 4s. 3 V2s.
See those. I'm sorry, it would be the opposite. Snowflake
Yep.
would be
And
more
then the Strength 8 gun. Looking for 3s. It's going to be 2 4-ups. I'll kill that big guy. And the menhirs into Mr. Discordant. And I'll roll these separately. Both hit. First one wounds you. Second one wounds you. 2 AP4s on Mr. Disco.
4 ups over. Yeah, 4 ups over. Right? Like AP4s? Yeah, it's 4 ups. The first one is.
At that Disco Lord.
I'll see if we roll that one.
Sure.
Lives.
The second one.
Oh my god, chat! These saves!
One. What's shooting?
The Chronomancer is going to shoot the Disco Lord.
Disco Lord eats both menhir shots and
That character
survives.
right there.
Okay, go ahead.
It's I want to save my command points, if possible. Wounds
Alright, buddy, what do you got? 3+ save to survive, and he does it. Oh my god. Absolutely wild.
charge phase. Zark will just charge these berserkers.
Yeah, it's
I'll
good.
look he's in.
Oh, I can.
I'll just leave a men here on the objective to control it.
As you wish.
I'll just back it up as far as it can go.
Back it up.
Locusts will charge the berserkers.
Hey, we're sending it, chat. Let's go, boys. Gonna put the locust on the objective to hold it, not give Indicius a nice 12er.
Hooray for being infantry. Get fucking over there. So you have 5 models on this objective right now. Shove him in there. Shove him in there.
Time.
Jimmy the Chronomancer will just chill, I think.
Not too open. We need to kind of. Well, this guy will be opening to maybe to one of it.
Let's see what that looks like. I can do it. The Dark Disciple gonna rock?
He's a character.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying he's going to do that. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yep.
that's fine.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, let's make the Plasma Site have them not suck.
Kill one.
Let's not kill one. Good job, Plasma Site. And Zark makes them fight last, so I'll just go with these guys first.
Will you hit? Yeah, would you need
That's
two
a-
berserkers?
It's an excellent question. He will jump the wall. He'll just come down here to where he was, and then he'll come over just to sneak his way on the objective, and they're all just gonna hit the Berserkers. Actually, I could just hit the Dark Disciples. They are, but you could just tank it on. Or do the little guys have to take wounds before the big guy?
They have to take it first before.
What's their, they just have a 6-up save?
No, I have a 4 pinball.
Oh, the whole unit is a 4 pinball.
Yeah, all unit has a 4 pinball, but I have to take it.
Oh, okay, okay. And then they don't make him T3 anymore, so
He's T4, yeah.
okay. I'll just scarier. It's gonna be, I think the heavy destroyer still has 2 attacks. Yep, so it's gonna be 15 attacks into the berserkers.
Well, attack, but just 2 deep damage.
Real 1. I am strength 4. 4, so I'm strength 5 because of the buff. So 3s. 9 3-up saves.
All right, Berserkers, what do you got? An average
Oh,
number of
1.5
saves.
to
Just
the
keep
six.
one alive.
I'll just leave the champion. You can swing over there with Xagas.
And then Zarek will just hit these guys.
I will set to the fan quarter, but that helps.
Yeah, I figured you would.
With all of them, if you don't mind.
So we'll start with the one man here that gets to attack you because it's funny. Hits you. And wounds you. 1 3-up. Yeah, take a wound. I'm in here. The 1 damage stick. All hit. Reroll wounds. 2 AP2s.
1, 4 ups.
Kill the guy.
I'm not going to this side.
6 attacks from the Scepter of Eternal Glory. And choose. 5 AP3s.
5 ups.
That's 3
You did?
more.
Oh, I have to.
You have 1 guy left.
That one. No, actually, if I'm lucky, he might.
And then the Scythe of Dust. Here's the first 2. I'll just do the first 2. 1 hit. 1 wound. 1 6-up save to that Berserker. He's dead.
It was worth a shot.
Excellent. Menhir's on the objective. Perfect. Hit me back over here, I guess.
Okay, so this guy is. You can't really base him, so he's just this way.
So that will max Code of Combat for Devin.
7 to 10.
Knocks this objective out of Chaos Space Marine control. This one should be at the very least contested.
Left. T5.
Which means Chaos Space Marines will be down to a 4-point primary.
3 on AP2, so 3 5 ups.
And that also will clear a zone for Purge the Vermin as well for Devin. So he should get
Sure.
3 up to 12 on that.
5-ups. Here's the last 5-up.
1 dies. Does he come
Do
back?
I want to re-roll this?
You can possibly bring him back, and it is a 5 up.
Yeah. No, I will re-roll. I need to keep these guys alive for another turn.
Good.
I don't have anything else to spend CP on right now, so. And he
Well,
dies anyway.
So
Does he come back to life? Does not.
This is the Dark Disciple. It's piling up.
Ooh, this could get a little awkward actually. If Devin loses another Locust to the Disciple,
Actual. It
does have a 2 damage weapon, only AP1. That oh, he needs to lose 2 in order for that objective not to be contested because of the Plasma Sight. So unlikely that that happens.
Disciple has
priest.
Dark Apostle.
I think he has 5.
5 plus 1 is 6. Then the other guys have 2 attacks apiece, so 6 attacks with the guy with the big heat stick. Some 2s, 4 zeros. Actually, I'll pull everything that time. Hey, look, I get 2 back. These are 3s to wound. 3 minus 1. Wait, this let me double check.
I think the Crozius is -1.
I think it's minus 1. It is minus 1, so you got 4 ups with this.
Take 2 wounds on a guy.
And the 2 little guys is going to swing. They get 2-0. Explosion. These are 4s. Wait, hold up, I'm just going to say. Should be 5s. Oh shit, they're still 4. No, it's still 3, sorry. Yeah, so that is. Nope, it's just 5. So just 2 on your 3 up.
Go my 3-up.
Yep.
Good.
Good. Does the heavy locust have 4 wounds?
Yeah, he has 4 wounds.
Okay. So that's about that.
Cool.
Okay.
So end of my turn for scoring. I killed something in melee with Zark. Get my last ancient machineries. You are in this table quarter now, but you are out of these two and my deployment zone still, so I still get 3 points on purge.
Okay. Right, move it. One
Your
Devin,
turn.
Okay.
4 points in close to bunch.
And that looks like a pretty good spot for Devin. He can potentially max his Purge the Vermin. His Ancient Machinery is already maxed. Code of Combat might be fine. He has 24-33 on primary, and will most likely get an 8 this coming turn at the very least. So he should get a 41 and may lose a point on Code of Combat. So it looks like Devin angling at a 95-point score. Classic Necrons, just maxing everything out. Question is whether Indicius can overcome that. He's getting a 4-point primary this turn.
17 away.
Unfortunately, his
Yeah, so be a 10 at charge.
his strategic scan score is really low, which isn't going to help. And the fact that he has no real way to score skulls for the Skull Throne might end up killing him. He has currently 23 on primary and can potentially get another 12 on the bottom round 5. So that would put him up to 65 points. He has a couple more points on banners available for him. He'll get 2 next turn and then probably 4 at the end of the game, maybe,
Right now,
if things go well for him. But that's only 11. So it doesn't look like Indicius has the ability to overcome this this lead that Devin has right now. He basically needs to max his the Skull Throne in order for this game to be competitive, and right now he just has no way to do it. I think that was just a mistake of a secondary, to be honest. Even just an assassination would have been probably better. World Eater is definitely impressing me, though. The amount of aggression that this army has has been really cool. It's fun to see just a pure, sort of face smashy melee army doing well, especially against these silly Necrons and their secondary objectives. But it did definitely made Devin work for this. Made Devin work for this game. He had to take some risks with those Scarabs, locking down the Terminators in the center. Silent King going on a little adventure on the bottom here. But it does look like that good play is going to see Devin through. Just see how many points Indicius can score this game.
Just out of this guy is 380.
How people like the game so far, chat?
What do you think? Is he
How's everybody doing?
or can I have another bank?
Bunch of people in chat.
Okay.
I hope people are
Yeah, like
enjoying
that.
the coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's engaging.
We do have, for those who are interested, hang out on the YouTube channel this evening, 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern. That's going to be our Tactical Tuesday show. I'm going to talk about some Chaos Demons. We're going to talk about some lists. There were not that many GTs this past weekend, so we don't have too many lists to talk about, but mostly some Chaos Demons talk, I think. Maybe a little bit of Leagues of Votann talk. And then I should... I have a GT scheduled for this weekend, so that I should be covering that. Non-zero chance that I participate as well if we run into the same issues with commentary that we did last weekend. But I'm gonna hope I can work those kinks out this week so I don't run into that problem again. I'd love to do more commentary. I think the clock got a little bit messed up here in chat too. I don't think Devin passed it. Leagues of Brocon. Hey, too broken. We'll see. We had a little bit of a discussion in the Discord about that faction yesterday, which made me feel a little bit better about it, to be honest. I was sort of going in with the assumption that it was going to be very difficult for, especially Chaos Demons, to win. But I think if you can, if your Warp Locust survives, or you're able to get a good charge like turn 2, I think you probably have a pretty good shot. So it sort of depends on how well they can kill Be'lakor early. But if you can deliver a greater demon into the land fortresses, I think that things go very poorly for them very quickly. It seems like the whole faction maybe, at least based on the people who have actually played against, with and against them, it seems like the faction is maybe a little bit less tanky than people were expecting. Void Armor is like a really big deal, but everyone mostly has a 4+ or 5+ save, which means that if they're Pioneers or they're Berserks, which means they keel over relatively quickly, even with the Void Armor. But I have yet to watch a game with them yet, chat. That might be a fun thing to do. I have to schedule my games for the remainder of the week, but it might be a fun thing to get maybe a show match on with Leagues of Votann onto the stream. The auto wounding on force to hit feels very non-interactive. Yeah, that's a mechanic I don't love. Like, even if it was a wound bonus, right? That would be something, but auto wounding on hit rolls is always bizarre. I think I don't know. If I were to diagnose a problem with it, I bet it's that judgment tokens are too easy to apply. And I bet that that's something that would change in an FAQ. Being able to assign judgment tokens for your guys being, like, doing actions and stuff seems a little silly. Or being on objectives. Feels like you should have to interact with the Votann army in order for the judgment tokens to be applied, but I don't know. Again, I haven't played against them. But especially like Greater Thurian League, basically just counting everyone all the time as being at max judgment tokens is like, feels like you should have to work for that, but okay.
Look outside.
How wild is it that this Lourdes Gordon's still alive, chat? Devin's put so much firepower into him, and that Gorget of Eternal Hate is really doing the work. Really impressed by that build, to be honest. The Lord is, it's kind of like Creations of Bile usually plays the Lord Discordant like full aggro in order to try to get 2 rounds of attacking out of it. Because if you can sync him into melee with somebody, character protect him, or just like minus some damage and save through an incoming attack, and then force your opponent to kill you in melee and get another round of attacking. It's kind of the same idea, except you're just doing it with raw defensive stats instead of with a built-in fight on death.
I can charge overkill. These guys they're fine, I believe.
Yeah, for sure, chat. Getting tokens off killing enemy units definitely feels more interactive than what they do. And it sort of informs the army construction for Votann, where you take these little units that can like fight for objectives and force your opponent to kill them, and then the other player has to decide which units want to kill them in order to get judgment tokens, and that's really interesting. But just like being able to pick a unit to get one at the start of the turn that's on an objective is like ridiculous. Because generally speaking, half of people's armies are on objectives, so you just get to pick whatever. Especially if it's a low unit count army, they don't have that much that's going to be holding. And you can just start stacking objectives on people over the course of the game. It's like, okay. I'm imagining playing like you're playing tanks or you're playing monsters or something like that, and you guys have to be on objectives from the get-go, and they just start accruing judgment tokens. So as soon as the battle is joined, everyone's winning on force.
Be on your 4 because you have cover.
Kills 2. No, sorry, kills him. Yep, kills 2.
So it looks like Lucas Destroyer's taking some hits.
Nope.
But I believe that we did fall back with all these folks, so or one guy did not fall back, right? Because he was sitting next to the Lourdes Gordon.
Terminators is going to unload.
Yeah, I feel like we're fine to shoot the Scarabs here now.
6-inch charge will take. Pull that mini. I'm just gonna fire all the bolt guns.
Why did you buy so many
I can't
cultists?
see him. Or are you touching that piece of terrain?
I did touch it so I could shoot you.
Yeah, I'm in a little bit of a
I'm gonna shoot everything
I'm in kind of the same boat with Chaos Demons right now. I was very excited about Chaos Demons. I was excited about my Graders. I was excited about my Flamers. And then there's also, like, 40 random idiot infantry I have to deal with. And so I'm working my way through those, and it feels kind of daunting.
1 wound, -2.
Good.
Yep, and then we got. I'm just gonna do both of go first because I don't want to do Nautilus at point. I can't really do it with Nautilus. So that is 4 times 9 is 36. These are 3s and 5s. Okay, we got a total of 9 on your whatever armor save you got.
Yep. 4.
Okay, and that's about it. Shot. Does champion just chuck a nade?
So a couple damage going down onto the command barge
Let's do charge.
from the Terminator shooting. Not really enough to matter, though, I don't think. I
going
doubt
to
that
go
Indicius
for
is going to be able to
your
catch that, especially if Devin wants to keep it safe.
2 inches. You can
Something like that.
or 4, whatever.
So Lord Discordant trying to
He's-
collect some skulls.
Well, a 10 would definitely get him dead.
You had no
On that
idea how tense
Chronomancer.
that Overwatch was.
Would be our RCP. But anyway. This lone Berserker is going to charge.
Yep.
He makes it with a 9. Come on, because we're going to shot by someone. Shot it inside with 1 wound bitch. Shot that in. So Helmets are going to charge your bugs.
Yep.
7.
I think I would have liked to have seen the shot go into the bugs, into the scarabs, in order to clip a couple of them. You could sort of incentivize Devin to pull the ones nearer you. Because right now I think Devin's just going to pull the near ones to the first fight, and the second fight his activation's probably going to fizzle. Which I think was going to happen anyway, but at least you get the round of shooting off. And bolters are very effective against scarabs. If there's anything, bolters are good at killing against scarabs. And demons, chat.
Terminator that kill.
There's one thing that might make the regular bolter a little bit more valued. It would be demon saves.
Terminator to activate first. We're gonna do the pylon
Yep.
and all bullshit.
Saves on that unit, so go for it.
First one. 2 CPR, spin 1 CP for plus 1 to hit. So 8 attacks with both fists. And minus 1. These are 3s to hit, 6s explode, so those all stay, these are 2s to wound. So let me just roll damage here. First one is dead.
1 dead scarab,
2 dead scarabs.
dead scarabs, 2.5 dead scarabs.
Just 3 dead scarabs, I think.
No. 4 in each.
Yeah, okay. That is power fist. And this minus 1 cursed weapon, so these are 3s to hit. 4 explode. These are 2s to wound. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 dead. Brilliant freaking thingy. So it was 36 minus 5 is 31. 20, no, let me double check this. This is 510. 510 plus another 3. 3 times 5 is 15. So 25. On 2s. So everything stays and get 1 extra. twos. Okay, well, they did.
Yep, they're very dead.
Well, Red Butcher's doing the butcher thing.
So, men heroes are 15.1. He is just over for that guy.
So that will most likely knock Devin down to a
7.
4-point primary turn.
Some of them can go towards the command barge, some of them would have to go towards Zark.
Okay, so I'm not gonna fire them.
Good job, Terminators. We're proud of you guys. And to be fair, that CCP is actually losing. It's kind of running out of table space to kite the World Eater's army. So maybe that Indicius gets a charge on him next turn.
Okay, that's that. My little senior Discord.
Alright, Senior Discordant.
7 attacks. Twos. Twos. Okay, one more to wound and everything.
You get to reroll this.
Oh yes, okay. Yep, everything on your
4 pinball.
Does it bring in one?
He has a 4 pinball.
Okay, so one mortal and all that on your forearms.
Ah, he's dead. I'll spend the CP to try to bring him back to life at the end of the phase.
Okay. And I'm going to just pile in. Okay, so that'd be fine.
And you're one Berserker champion into the Locusts.
Yep, one Berserker champion into the locusts. 7 attacks. It's on 3s. 4 explodes, so 1 back, 1 explode away. That 3s to wound. Just 2 on your 5 up.
On my 5 up. 2 wounds.
Takes 2.
Not that matters, I'll hit you back. They still +1 to hit. 2 wounds.
Takes a wound. Okay, so that's that. I get some stuff.
Does my Chronomancer come back to life? On a 4+. He does.
Ooh, that's
Comes back
exciting.
with 1 wound.
Potentially has the ability to swing that objective this coming turn. Especially if we can shoot the Berserker over here to death.
Okay, that's that. Don't think I will get anything. Yep, so that is what turn? My turn. I think you got more out there somewhere. These didn't
No, they don't care. They're Leash of 10.
Okay, yeah. So you get
Alrighty. So here is the big question. I get 4.
Yeah, so Necron's at 88
Can
currently.
you actually win?
That is the big question of the day.
banners on.
So you'll get 1 more banner. I can't stop that.
Get another 3 banners down.
You can put another 3 banners down.
10. If I somehow get 15 here.
And then 12 primaries. No, so it's impossible.
He could scan for a tie.
Thousand
Don't
is
forget the
at
scan.
the end of the mount phase. I can't be at the end of the battle.
It is at the end of the battle as well. It's both.
Okay, so I can tie the game if I get everything.
Yeah, but I can also do it too with Zark over here.
Okay, so yeah, so I have to do that. So yeah, even if I max out everything, unless wait, give me a sec. That is 1. I can't count banners.
Let me see a talk out here, chat.
You can 1 unit can plant 1 banner.
Okay, so that doesn't matter. So I can count 3 banners. So then
Potentially, yeah.
6.
So that's also assuming you score 15 on this, and it has to be the Disco Lord has to kill him in melee, right?
Yeah, that's a killing melee to get 15.
Cool.
there.
Well, I'm just gonna do this then. Where's 24.1 away from him? Awesome. This guy's just gonna run over here. Right.
So I can only get maximum 10 there. He's gonna run away.
Actually, he'll just go stop you putting the banner down. Actually, no. He'll just go over here. There we go. So that'll do that. Last turn, command protocol is something crappy, so I'm just gonna swap it for this one.
12,
which is going to
yeah.
be fall back and shoot.
Are you going to... Do you have any more secondaries to do, or just purge department?
Just whatever points of purge and code of combat I score.
Okay.
And then my always active one is going to be do actions and shoot again.
Okay.
Sark will just come up 9 over to here.
Yeah, that action plus make ranged attacks has been doing a lot of work for the Necrons this game. A little bit more than I anticipated, to be honest. It's not usually when you see people lock in with the permanent protocol.
One of the menhirs won't be able to shoot, probably. Yeah, one of the menhirs won't shoot, so that'll just be the one on the objective.
Yeah, so I guess I can use 82. Yeah, you win just by sitting still, or just killing something.
Yeah, he'll just do that. He'll just do that action. These guys will just try and kill the Disco Lord, I guess.
Free
No,
Rocket
actually
Man.
Live through that. They'll have the 5-up pinball again.
With the sub, thank you. Or with the follow, excuse me.
Plasmacide will hang out. Chronomancer will just walk on the objective. You're doing your thing. I guess the only thing that realistically matters is does Zarek kill these guys for the purge points? And do I kill the Disco Lord for the purge points for being out of my opponent's zone?
Sure.
Alrighty, Locusts, I guess, just shoot the Disco Lord.
Okay. Yeah, nope, go ahead. Obviously, don't really will.
Real ones. Winning on 4s. 3 AP 3s.
First one, fine.
Not fine. Are you gonna reroll it?
But you still have a big gun, right?
No, there's no big gun, but I have the Chronomancer's gun.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Cool. The Chronomancer will shoot him. Hits. Does not wound. Does Zark kill those guys without ignoring cover?
Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah, that's fine. Just let that go. Zark will shoot those berserkers.
Cover, I'm guessing.
Cover ignoring. So he has the men here. Hits. And then here, men. The strength 8 gun. 2 AP 3s.
5 ups.
Kill 2.
Got- Very nice, right? Yeah, we should.
And the strength 6 gun. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I can't actually kill you. Actually, if you fail them all and fail the leadership test, then yes. Okay,
No,
so yeah, so they're not dying.
doesn't matter. So those guys are gonna go.
I'm just gonna charge the Disco Lord with the Chronomancer.
Good.
I'll run the Plasmacide in first to soak Overwatch.
Yeah, why not?
You're gonna Overwatch him?
Yeah, why not? I have nothing
Yeah,
else.
okay, he's dead.
He's dead.
And then the Chronomancer makes it in. He's the important one.
What's
So
the
he has 1
damage?
attack. He has 1 3 damage attack.
Okay, go ahead.
And then a bunch of little strength 4 crappy attacks. So the big one hits you. Wounds you. I think it's AP3?
This guy?
Yeah, it's AP3.
He is strength 6.
Hang on. What is the
Don't
strength
be
on this
sure.
stupid lance and melee? Oh, it's strength user.
So that does not.
Does not wound. Oh, never mind. Hey, he's got his little tentacles.
Okay.
Hey, I think he's like at least 3 tentacles. Hey, he's got 3 tentacles. That can kill you, right? Right?
No.
No. Okay, well, it doesn't matter.
Well, you just killed him.
Cut
He's
that for
dead. You kill
Chronomancer.
this shit.
That shit.
Do you kill the Catacomb Command Barge for
Yeah,
points?
let's see if I can.
Because they're gonna die to the Disco Lord. That's inevitable.
Can't make a 12-inch charge. So
Nope.
Just see if I can just get like about 10 points. Yep.
You can
So
fail
that
flammer me.
includes- They're gonna make it work. Actually, I can get 10 points if I shoot you, that guy. He has 6 wounds, so Terminators. So yeah, this guy, this golden guy here is going to raise a banner.
Yep.
Actually, yeah, this guy's going to advance. He goes 9. I think I'll make it.
Sorry, then I got 1 more point on first running.
Just give me a second, I want to see who gets a better advance. These guys come here, raise a banner, that guy will advance. He's fine, he goes over there. These guys raise a banner, this guy's just gonna sit there and be pretty.
Terminator's going to
Oh,
raise a banner,
I
or are they
stopped.
going to
Stop.
shoot?
This guy's not going to advance, he's going to do the action, so I get 6 points for the secondary. So I get 3 banners there. So then these guys are gonna move 5.
So the Disciple's raising a banner, this guy's raising a banner, Terminator's raising a banner?
No, they are not.
Okay.
But if I raise a banner, that gives me 4 banners, so that won't change the map anyway, does it? Still caps up. I only can get 20. I'll get 1 more, so that doesn't matter. So
Yeah, there's
Just
no way
do
for you to win.
this is just for me to get second, hopefully. This would be quite an achievement with freaking World Eaters. Okay, so that's that. So banner. I guess to shoot him to see if I kill him for 10 points.
Yep.
Actually, I would have to kill him with my Disco Lord for 10.
Yes, you would. Or you'd have to charge me haters. And that's like a very long charge.
Okay, so let's see if I can just pew you down. First, the Terminator is going to shoot. For in range, I'll spend my last CP that I would have for
Oh yeah.
veterans, whatever, chosen.
Don't bother. Actually, yeah, it matters for the bolters.
Plus 1 P. So that would be 3 to hit, now that misses. These would be 3 force wound. 1 wound on your flop.
This is the autocannon.
Yep, autocannon.
That's a 5 up. Actually, we'll make it 4 up. Those Terminators make it in, I'm dead anyway, so whatever.
We got a whole bunch of bolter shots. There's 9 of them.
Yep.
There's 8 of them, sorry. 8 times 4 is 24. On 2s, explosions here, and on 5s. This would be fun if they kill you. So 7 on your 3 up.
And if I didn't take the 4-up involve strat, I would just be tempted just to roll the 5-up involves and just die to this. No, he's good.
Yeah, he's good. Okay, so
Baleflamer? Maybe it
Baleflamer.
just goes ham and kills me?
Yeah, well, maybe.
So trying to score out our remaining points here, chat. But I think it looks like we have determined that it is a foregone conclusion so far.
So 2d3 plus 2.
Interesting that CSM ended with kind of dramatic board control over the entirety of the board at the end of this game, which honestly I wasn't sure if I was going to be expecting that, because the attack profiles that the Necrons are bringing to the table are excellent against these like sort of standard Space Marine bodies that the World Eaters have. But obviously, Armor of Contempt, seeing them through. The Chaos Terminator brick proves to be a little bit unmanageable for the Necrons, which I think is a reason that we see these guys so often in Heretic Astartes armies of every variety. You see the big Illusory Supplication, Black Rune of Damnation wombo combo on those guys, make them extremely hard to kill. And they just wander around the table and murder people. But I think, unfortunately for Indicius, not enough to put him through to get the victory.
Now, can you kill me? That's
Oh my god. And he did actually make the charge of the Terminator unit. Amazing. Try to get those additional 5 points on Skulls for the Skull Throne. But it looks like the players have calculated everything else besides that. We'll stick around and see if these guys have can grab their kill there.
So I get 10 for banners, 10 for skulls.
Looks like no dice.
There, and congrats, sir. Just by 10 points. You have one unit on the board. I'm actually quite impressed that I got this far with half a codex.
Yeah, GG guys. Though it's World Eater's definitely ate more of the world than I think I was expecting to be fair.
And I wouldn't
I'm not surprised.
Oh,
This is like Necron's worst mission, so.
Sure.
and also I have like everything has 30 attack space, so even with the little guys, I tend to
I'm fairly certain Fight Twice Targeters will kill the barge.
yeah. Even with
I
one guy.
failed one save against a Chain Fist and I'm just like dead.
Yeah. For sure.
So, 12. Yeah, like you said, all that Necrons have is they're very good. Why is it supposed to be 12? But anyway, yeah. So this is Necrons have very good secondaries.
Yeah.
Another good game so.
Okay. I mean, if it's any consolation, this is the lowest number of points I've scored with Necrons.
This is the highest point I've scored with World Eaters.
So it's a win if you look at it that way.
And to be fair, it's only 9-point difference. So if I planted, if my Terminators kind of cleared up those guys in one go, I would have had enough.
Yeah, maybe.
But the 5-up in Von on those guys,
Yeah, 5-up in Volscarves are just so hard to get through.
that is just disgusting. To be honest. It's even more disgusting if you give them the bloody spider to help bring them back.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
might take the spider in the future.
Last week we actually watched the Necron list a couple times. That one, the GT that was running a reanimator, basically for the same deal. Just like when you take a boatload of damage on the Scarab swarms, you could pay the CP to get +1 to reanimate.
But
Which was cool tech.
yeah, but you can shoot
Yeah,
it.
it's also really expensive, and he also needs to see what he's buffing.
Yeah,
That's the other problem.
yeah. You have to like, you have to play smart for sure. You have to like string one dude back to the reanimator basically.
And the
Yeah.
spider can keep on putting them back, so
Yeah,
at least like be more annoying.
for sure. Cool.
Quite proud. Quite
Well-
proud of this, and especially since the new stuff I get to use Forge World stuff, so I can actually have some shooting.
Hell yeah.
Anyway,
Hopefully
congrats.
they fix the chaos marks in those at some point, but
Oh god.
that does.
Also, I just hope they fix Leagues of Votann, because that is actually stupid.
Oh yeah, we get to play that next bloody part, don't we?
Yeah, great.
Woo.
Excited. So excited for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for hundreds of dwarves.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to deal with Agnic 2.0 again.
Yeah,
I
we'll
was like,
see.
You
It's,
thought like Tau on release was bad. Oof. Leagues is worse.
Oh, Tau couldn't score a dick.
Yeah, but like Tau just tabled you.
Yeah, but generally Tau couldn't score a dick. If you can somehow survive their things, you could somewhat outscore them. But Votann outscores you because, well, at least they want to use the secondaries, but they still outscore you because, hey, lost you off the board.
Yeah, if you die, if you don't have any models, it's easy to score primary against you. So there you
You can just table the guy.
go.
That's how Tyranids do it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, GG guys. I've got your scores in, so you're all set. And Devin, congratulations on taking it down.
Thank you for the game as well.
You guys are gone.
Yeah, have a good one. All right, chat. That's it for this one. Go rating real quick. Again, in about 5 hours, we got Tactical Tuesday over on the YouTube channel. There's a link in the Discord under the stream schedule if you want to go check that out. We're going to talk about some Chaos Demons. Hopefully you come join me there. But thanks everyone for watching. Some early morning 40K today. Who's live? Who's live playing? We're playing Warhams. Survey says... Survey says... I don't know. Nobody's playing Warhams. Everybody's painting Warhams. Any buddies? Any friends? Brannigan's Brushes. Oh, Brush for Hire's on. That's fun. We'll go hang out with them. All right, chat. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you later on this afternoon. I'm probably going to go catch up on some sleep for a sec before this afternoon stream. But otherwise, cheers. Oh, and there should be a new video up on the Tactical Tours TV channel. ! Replay in the chat if you want to check that out. That's literally, I think, went live at 11 a.m., so 1 minute ago. And I'll go put a post up about that. All right, cheers, everybody. Have a good one, and I'll see you later.